What's up, worshipers? You are tuned in right now with Pastor Denzel right here on Glory 93.9. Yep.
Hi, I'm Benita Washington, and you're listening to Pastor Denzel on Glory 93.9.
This is Jay Town, and you're listening to Pastor Denzel on Glory 93.9 FM.
Yo, second time. Let's do it. Listen, I said the axe is laid at the root of the tree that's not bearing fruit. So what we are gonna do? All right then. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes we are gonna chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing no fruit, then you know we have to chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it up. Not bearing fruit, yes we are gonna chop it down. Chop, 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 chop it down. Turn on the saw, make you know we have to chop it down. Up here from the large and float, and up banana, orange breadfruit, tangerine just up in a bag and float. I try to grow like sister grapefruit. Tree big and tall and it's full of green leaf, but not bearing fruit for the them to eat. Nice and shady, it up provides the sleep, but the people are hungry. I want food to eat. What is it? From your little teeny when you and grow, and we are water you root out the door. Well, not even blossom in our show. Like this a massacre, I don't want you to know. Yo, chop, 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 chop it up. That bearing fruit, yes we have to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Now there no fruit, then you know we have to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. That bearing fruit, yes we have to chop it up. Chop, 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 chop it up. Turn on the song.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Barbershop Talk. It's your boy Carlos Denzel Roll. I think he's on his way. But we have Garfield Burrows, Peter Wilson with us, and producer extraordinaire in the back there. See that? You got you, Mr. Marisha Walker. Ain't no show without you. So you want to kick it off? I can't hear myself. Y'all can hear me?
No, you going out just now. Hello.
Y'all can hear me now? Everybody can hear me?
Yeah,
welcome.
I think I can hear you.
Good evening, Kel Marie, Kenny Butler. Welcome. Share it. Y'all, let's share it. Share it. I say share it. All our radio listeners, welcome to Barbershop Talk. Today is going to be a hot one, a live one. Peter Wilson say we getting in trouble today.
Oh, absolutely.
We getting in trouble today. Garfield, you getting in trouble with us? No?
Aye, sure.
Garfield get on the stripes today. He leave the grass. He leave the grass for the stripes. Who's that?
That's Peter.
Peter Wilson. What are you doing?
That's just making
Y'all
sure.
let's just do all kind of things and dancing in there, man. Acting up, man.
I was making sure you're right.
Listen. All right, radio etiquette, please. But you're not phone.
Yeah, on silent.
Vibrating, silent.
Well, I can't do that, but I will cut it down definitely.
Yeah, put it on vibrate.
All right.
Ain't nobody calling you, man.
Put it on silent mode. Boom.
You know, there we go. You're getting a nice little fancy watch. Everybody you can just step at the watch and somebody call. That's it. If we guys please don't take too long. I don't want to sit in this chair too long. So here we go. We're gonna start off with the text number is 828-2543. Please feel free to text us. And the call number is 828-3543. Peter, we starting with today. The little silver GBC Park on Bernard Road.
No, we can get to that. let's start with the hardest stuff first, so we can make sure because past in here. So let's get that trouble out of the way. Because I don't want to get him in trouble with his friends.
Yeah, so let's do the Wally in here.
Let's do the Wally on.
Oh, you can't see us. You can see us now. Cal, you can see us now.
I was looking. Man. I saw it on Facebook.
Why is some man playing this again?
Who knows?
He's so rude, man. The producer could put you out now.
Okay, it look like they see us.
Patrick better laughing. What you laughing at, man? We just start, man.
Don't laugh.
Don't laugh yet. Only laughter for a little later. So Peter, go along. We off air we started to talk about all the protocols the hospital putting in place. Long story short, PMH telling you, stay home.
PMH basically telling you, don't call us, we'll call you.
They stay home.
Yeah.
Don't come.
Yeah, PMH full.
And if you have to come, so if you break your arm or you got to make an appointment.
Yeah, make an appointment.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't blame them for
so
that.
You can make an appointment if you break your arm.
No, well
you just got to call ahead.
You can figure it out.
Call ahead.
Yeah. Or if it's really bad, just go to the walking clinic, find a couple of dollars.
Boy, you need to go to the walking clinic. Don't play.
Yeah, but see.
So those same things apply for South Beach Clinic too?
Yeah. No, well, I don't know if they apply to the clinics. I know it apply to BMH. See, the time has finally come for you all slackers. Well, you all have abused the system so much that the system is now overloaded. So now the day is coming I haven't been excited about. You all find you all money.
So listen, what suppose I want a loaf of bread.
No,
No, they cut that out long time. You can't get that.
No, you can't get it.
Got a loaf of bread?
No,
I never had no hospital bread. Everybody's talking
I
about.
mean, they say it tastes good.
I never.
The reason why we in the COVID situation we in is because of the free medical care we have. And until that,
What free medical care? See, that's the problem, you know.
Good.
We don't want free medical care.
no, we have free medical care.
No, man, you're supposed to pay something when you go to PMH.
And you ain't paying.
And how many people you think pay?
That don't mean it's free.
Not free.
Yeah, it gotta be free.
You know what, man?
Let me
You know
ask
what?
something.
So you know what? So instead of raising taxes, they need to start when these people pay all their hospital
See,
fee
and that's
thing.
the point I'm saying. If Bahamians, those that are unvaccinated, see, and there are three types I'm talking about. And the main type I'm talking about, the unvaccinated Bahamians who conducted themselves
like they
vaccinated. Because there are some unvaccinated people who are trying to be safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they have legitimate concerns
About
with
their health and safety, right, yeah.
the vaccine. I'm not talking about those persons. I'm talking about the persons that are unvaccinated and they don't care.
They live like it's 20.
They live like it's 2019.
Well, that's a lot of them.
And they showing up to PMH when they get sick, knowing that PMH can take them.
But PMH can't do no more.
And that is good.
And see, that's the thing they say. 95% of the people in the hospital are unvaccinated.
I'm happy about that.
They did say that.
I'm happy.
Unvaccinated.
Find your money. Now, when you have to pay what it costs for that ventilator, for you to be hooked up on that ventilator for 3 to 4 days, some of you all out there you catch yourself because you all can't afford it.
Think they'll fall in line then.
They can fall in line because you cannot afford
But
you cannot afford
Why
it.
you wait so long though? Why you
wait so long? You
gotta
wait so
wait,
long
you
'cause-
gotta wait till the Snickers hit the farm?
because we slack. And see, us and the United States have the same problem. See, notice the countries that don't have this issue. The UK and Canada. You know why? Because they already have long lines for healthcare.
You see the vaccination percentage per country?
Yeah.
We like what 13%?
Oh,
I think
Like
someone was telling me today. I haven't seen it. Someone was telling me today. Out of the 34 Caribbean countries,
yeah.
it was like 31.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 31 to the bottom.
Yeah, 31 to the bottom.
Yeah.
we
Say we close to Haiti.
Yeah, we close.
And they just get.
And they don't even have the vaccine.
They just get 500.
Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah, that's us.
So I see something the other day. They say Pfizer should be at the end of the week. Last week.
Like it matters.
No, it's supposed to be
last
this week.
Every week is something else. Hey.
It don't matter.
We just trying to get, let's just one of us then. So they wanted us.
It don't matter. Very powerful, sir. It don't matter what type of vaccine we have. You all Bahamians or not?
Oh, here we go.
You all
We did say we sitting in for Denzel.
you all Bahamians are not interested.
You want us to start over?
No.
We trying to do something that we thought was productive. And you come in here just throwing chairs?
See, you have to learn this nature. You couldn't win because if you sit down there and just looking at one and laughing.
Y'all couldn't start the show.
He was gonna ask you, you serious? You all serious about this thing or not?
Yeah, there you go, man. Welcome, Mr. Road.
I only want to talk about this Pablo and Ian, because I don't want him and his pastoral friends get on me because I'm about to do them in. Yeah.
But all right, so we only have vaccines. We only have enough vaccines locally now for everybody who already was administered their first shot.
Right.
Right. So they say now on the 26th of this month,
This month, yeah.
they have new vaccinations coming.
Yeah.
out.
So you'll have AstraZeneca and Pfizer.
By the 26th.
Yeah, you could choose.
So now here we go now. Do you have to pay for the Pfizer?
I mean, not that I know about.
No, you still don't.
yeah, they ain't say nothing but no pay.
So it's still free.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just get to choose which one you want now.
You see the United States government say they throw away vaccines every day.
Yeah.
So because with Pfizer, it's a little different.
So they have an expiration date.
Yeah.
Not even that.
I mean, a lot of people ain't vaccinated.
Yeah, but not even that. They say with that Pfizer, that got to stay at that certain
Certain
temperature.
temperature.
and-
They couldn't ship it. The situation is they can't ship it to us.
right.
If they couldn't ship it to us, another country say would have, but they can't.
So the shipping thing, right? Let's the ship thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a real thing or this is just something I hear.
Yeah.
Your Prime Minister wanted to put people on the cruise ship to get into the States to get shots.
Yes, you know why? Because you all slack. And if they
So
offer
how?
you all,
So how?
let me tell you
So
why.
that-
I'm
So
glad
how
you
is
glad you
that?
remember.
How that's supposed to work?
I want you to know how it's supposed to work. Some of y'all only want to go shopping,
That's it.
right? Some of y'all only want to take a free cruise wherever y'all good. So basically, the Prime Minister bribing y'all
To give
with
you
a
a free
free
trip.
cruise The free shopping, only you can do is
You gotta take the
you gotta
vaccine.
take the vaccine.
So all y'all going on the ship unvaccinated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but then obviously protocols can be in place.
Right.
And
You
you think it ain't get spread?
No.
No.
Don't forget.
So that
now,
means when you go in the cabin, now that's it.
Let me
You
tell
can
you
stay in the
truth.
cabin, they can feed you.
If it's 3,000, imagine 3 trips of that. With 3,000 persons a lap.
I want you to explain to me in your words, like how you think. Envision it. You ever been on a cruise?
Yes.
Yeah, but how long you think it can get from? How
long?
long you think it can take to get from Nassau to Miami?
I don't know. How long is this?
A night.
A day?
A night.
That's a night, buddy.
So we leave at a certain time. Listen, y'all go to your room, go sleep. This ain't no where you're gambling on the boat. This ain't no party.
And to come off the boat, you gotta take
Yeah.
your shot.
All right, then. You ever been on a boat to be in it? You ever been on a boat to be in it?
You ever been? These cruise ships ain't running.
This
That kind
ain't
of-
right.
they ain't running that
That
kind of
ain't this
operation.
kind of operation.
I hear that.
No, you had a you
I
know
say, yeah,
you know the cruise ship know when your door open, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they can do. They can lock it down.
No, but you lock down. You
I
lock
just
down.
trying to make sure.
Yes.
I'll make sure like he thought this
And
all
to
out.
leave the vessel, you gotta take your shot.
Yeah.
To leave the vessel, you gotta take a shot.
Yeah.
Or they getting shots on the vessel.
Basically, when you been on a cruise, you see how it is. Check you out when you leave in the cruise ship or whatever. When you go into the cruise ship terminal, it's where you go and they go get your shot.
All right.
And they trying to basically bribe you all because they know you all like free things. They hoping your love for Walmart can cause you
Gonna take over.
could take over. And you will be surprised when people go run on board.
I know again. I'm gonna like Uncle Wally.
No, he ain't.
Uncle Wally.
They can't convince him to take that shot. Right now, he in the man John Madden. He interested. Well, he interested.
Come here, come here, little black bag. Let me
I fell into
see
shit,
many
man.
goodies in the black
Fella
bag.
be
for me.
interested. See the fella? No, I like that. That's on you all.
But that's his life.
I don't think I did retire from that.
He loved that boy.
I leave that alone. Not in the past.
They ain't spicy Doritos. These regular
Huh?
Doritos.
Yeah.
They
No, but you got to hold it on. Congratulations. And
hey, don't eat in the mic.
you're doing a great job.
Excellent.
These ain't spicy Doritos though.
Yeah, but that's all he probably had.
Yeah, close on a duck shop. No oatmeal cookie, no spicy Doritos. What y'all selling over there?
You got to ask them if they had it. Because they had it in the cellar.
That's so they rolling. They rocking and rolling.
But see, and I'm glad that's the point. When you go in Subway, and then people tell you know oatmeal, you don't say they were at the tuck shop down there.
I don't really go to Subway for cookies. If I can't get
But
cookies
you
from
want- but you-
Delicia, I don't
But you
Mm-hmm.
really eat them.
understand what I was trying to imply.
Yeah.
You all just like to attack the small man.
But that's what somebody posted the other day. When you go to McDonald's give you a bad service, you all there again next week.
Yeah.
When you all come, my people like my little establishment and my food cold because you order at 2 o'clock and you pick it up at 4 o'clock. You on Facebook trying to give me the ride off.
That's us.
That's how we go, though.
Can't believe the image, boy.
That's how we go.
But,
But people can take advantage of that.
you think so?
Yeah. What if he do the cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. People can take advantage of
Yeah,
that.
they like
So
free drinks.
that's before or after the election.
Now that I don't know.
Well, who tell you it could be any election?
Right. So Mr. Minister say only him one.
Only
only him one know the election date.
Yeah.
He has a date, but only him one know that. He don't know where
the leader of
of the opposition get off.
Get the information.
Yeah, where he get off talking about election because he ain't tell him nothing.
And they can go close the house.
That's what the leader of the opposition
According
said.
to them, not supposed to be closed from yesterday.
Yes.
And they
Is
ain't
it?
closed yet.
No.
That's what you know.
But that's how he feel too.
He can't trust nobody, man.
So even if he was going to close that yesterday, he can. So if he was supposed to close it on the 20th, I let that run for a week and then I close it down.
Just cause. Boy, and them the post office in Kill Beach, the line wrap around all the way down,
Like people say they've been there for 8 hours.
trying to register. And only 3 people inside the little place.
And not only that, still going there with the wrong information. Boy, payments, boy, y'all kill me. The people been telling you all for the last 6 to 8 months what to bring when you all come down there. What you running down there for? If you always switch where you reside, what you headed down there
Then
for?
don't forget now, a lot of people didn't register last time. So if they didn't register last time, so now you gotta go register, right?
Right, and bring your proper documents.
They ain't know what it is, though.
They don't know what proper documents is? No?
No.
man.
But it only been in the papers. It only been on TV.
Yeah, but they still ain't no.
They
Yeah,
know.
but on social media.
Who
they
fault
say-
this? They need to send it WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me ask y'all a question. And I want y'all an honest opinion because I have a personal problem with this. There's two political bodies that is send correspondence through WhatsApp. What y'all think about that?
They trying to reach the masses.
You all really think that's protocol to send me a message, a statement from your leader and your chairman through WhatsApp? Y'all think that's protocol?
I don't think he's doing that. I think everybody has a boss around him. I don't think it's okay. That's for WhatsApp.
But
Yeah, but he got to know though. So let's stop that there. He have to know. So you can put out a statement, and you know they recording that to put that on WhatsApp. You know what you're saying? All right, listen. To that.
How you feel getting that message? Because I sure you see some of them.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a few.
How you feel?
I mean, what sense I make?
I just feel a way about
sense I
this.
make?
You are
Just make me laugh, you know.
no, you are a man of stature.
How much of them you all read?
I'll be honest with you. Sad to say, I read all.
All right then.
No, I read on.
You read a good much though.
I read.
Only but
I read-
60%.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah.
So you're complaining about the man send it out, but you're still reading
No,
it.
because you said it.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing.
Because one time it could be serious and I may not decide to read
If
it.
you ain't interested in them sending that, then don't read it.
No, you missed
No,
the
no,
point.
no.
The point we're making is it lowers your standard.
It does?
Yeah, to me.
It's still reaching the masses
So
though.
let me ask you a question. When you become prime minister, I'm talking about him now. When you become prime minister, you still can send these things via WhatsApp?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's the standard you
No, you
He
can't.
done set that standard,
you
B?
You can't. As PM, you can't send no points. You can't send no correspondence through WhatsApp.
Pete, he done set that standard.
As the government of sir, as the government of the Bahamas, you cannot send correspondence to your
Right here, Pastor.
constituents.
Yeah, what you mean?
You cannot send correspondence to your constituents through WhatsApp. You don't think that's inappropriate? Use the PM. If you get a message from your PM through WhatsApp, how you feel?
Did you want to send a text?
I would feel no type of way if it's personal.
If it's to you,
Yeah.
but what if it's to the nation?
Then that's different.
Yeah.
That would have to be like.
But and that's the same as the president
Subsidiary,
doing the Twitter thing.
Rich, by the way, if you remember, I told you I found that was a total disgrace.
But ain't nobody that will retweet more things locally from the past president of the United States than Peter Wilson.
I absolutely do, and every time I say, "Look at this clown."
He did.
But
I said, look at this
but
clown.
did not Obama do the same thing? Didn't he use his Twitter account?
He used it not in an official capacity,
I mean, when can the president not be official?
and that is the point. That's the
So
point.
he did use it officially.
So I'm like, but according to him, he didn't use it officially. The point what he's saying is, so when he talking about himself personally, he would go to his
His
Obama
Twitter.
account.
Okay.
When he would talk to the nation,
He went to.
the press secretary, and go through that. For example, if the PM, let's say he changing the hours on the curfew,
No,
the
I'm not
PM
ashamed
the
about
PM
that.
changing the hours on the curfew. So now let's say we get a 1 a.m. The PM send you a WhatsApp, you get a WhatsApp message. My fellow Bahamians, curfew now change.
I don't mind if you already address the nation through your normal name.
Yeah.
By saying it, and then you put it in the newspaper. And then thirdly, it could be through WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Once you've done it the proper way.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's
but you done do it in like you say you done do it in the proper way.
there's a particular body.
But I don't think that's the first place they send them.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Okay, so the last press release.
right.
I'm sure you saw that.
Right.
Where else did you see that?
I made none of that. I thank you, sir. Where else you see that?
I wasn't looking for it.
You won't see it in the Guardian. You won't see it nowhere else.
I read the papers in so long.
Where's the official statement? That is the point. They believe in talking by WhatsApp. They want government through WhatsApp. WhatsApp can get all them in trouble.
That's what your BM is like though.
Two. All right.
That's what your BM is like.
I apologize for doing this. What was the conclusion on the vaccine? I missed that talk. I know you're trying to do it without me, so I largely do that. So what was the conclusion?
No, we actually didn't go there. Well, we talked a little bit about the vaccine, but we didn't get into the religious aspect of the vaccine.
What we really want to know is
I didn't get into the fact that the Christian counselors.
Where you and me
what's
tell you
the
before.
word I want to use? When you run from your duty, I could say dereliction of duty, but I would.
How how dare you? What's was the
That's why it's being
dereliction?
done. That's why it's being
How
done.
dare you?
You walk right into
That's
that.
that's why it's
How
being
dare
done.
you? How where was the dereliction?
I'll
The
tell you where dereliction is. You all put together, and I say y'all because you are a very good member of that group.
Absolutely.
You all put together.
Hold on. When you say that group we're talking about, you know, the one that
The
did
Christian Council.
the one that did the report.
Yeah.
Let me
You all
no,
put
let's focus disclosure.
the report.
I was on the committee
Yes.
that did the report.
And
The civic committee.
It's a civic committee.
That was put together by
And
the
by the
Christian
way,
council.
By the way, you said that report to be quick and haste when I made a comment.
I just want to make sure you will be fully aware of what
Right.
you're saying.
And I read that
just
thoroughly.
get ready.
And I read that thoroughly.
Let's go.
That flimsy report you all put together.
What about it was flimsy?
I'll tell you what about flimsy.
Hold on, before you talk about what's flimsy, what was in the abstract, what was the intent of the report?
To me, what the intent of the report was?
No, not to you. We told you what the intent was. What did we say the intent was?
No, well, I know what the
So
intent
you
was.
can't make our intent.
No, I can make your intent.
No, you can't do
I
that.
can make
If
your intent.
If I say,
Right.
I'm making banana bread,
Right.
and you mad because it ain't cheesecake,
Right.
I was never making cheesecake.
No, but that
I
ain't-
was very clear.
But
That
that
you making
And I
banana
said,
bread.
I'm making banana
Okay.
bread.
But that
you
ain't the-
mad now. And now I did decide that I put cherry on top of my banana bread.
right.
So you thinking I cheese? No. I just happened to put cherry on my
I
banana
know. I
bread.
got your analogy.
Go.
No, that ain't the problem. The problem was yours getting criticized for not making bread. That was the problem.
See, the
So
thing
what
about
you-
it is, let me answer this. The thing about the church is, and I say this loud and clear, and I say this to my...
And we ain't
my-
talking about the
to
church
my-
necessarily, but
I
go ahead.
talking the church.
You talking about the church?
I talking the church.
Go ahead.
I talking about the
I
church.
say this
I talking about a
I say
particular
this
group. Go
here,
ahead.
and I say this to my comrades. We don't respond to what people want.
You all know?
Respond to what people want. That's never the role of the church.
Okay.
When the church start doing that, the church then is dereliction of duty.
That's very interesting.
We do not respond. The church,
Okay.
as Jesus has set up his church to function in the earth, does not work knee jerk. The church is not this body. Whenever something happens, like they have something, you call them lawyers, them ambulance chasers. When a siren go off, they run after the ambulance. That's not the church. The church, we are representatives, so we speak what our headquarters speak.
Okay, so here we go.
So now that's put that on the side. The intent of that report. There were pastors, local pastors, there was a call that was had. I was on that call, a Zoom meeting that was had, and a lot of pastors said, "It's so much information out there. Bring this together to help us understand the pros and the cons, the ins and the outs about the vaccine." That's where that committee was formed. They were saying, man, we don't even know how to decipher, because when vaccines things start talking about, it was this site, this people, that people, all these,
Right.
just
Information
all
overflow.
these, exactly. So they said, man, can you all help us by putting together a help us to kind of decipher through this? And so then there were some questions that we kind of gleaned from different pastors, from membership. Here are the key questions that wanted to be answered. One of the ones that had one was concerning the fetal cells. How's this connected to aborted fetuses and this and that? How are we getting into that element of it? That was a big question. The question of morality that needed to be answered. Peter's church had to speak to that as well.
You all answered that question very well, actually. That's the one thing I can give you.
We answer all the questions very well.
No, you only answer no.
The next question, that was another these are the two high level questions that we thought the church had to speak to. That was one.
Right.
And the second one was, how does this thing tie in with Revelation 13?
Right.
Because everybody talking about this mark of the beast. Is this thing connected? Because that has deep spiritual connotations. Is this it? And that text in Revelation 13 says that they couldn't buy or sell unless they had the mark. Are we at that? Are we there?
They saying they feel like this vaccine, if you don't get it.
Yeah. So
But the vaccine leave no mark, though. Right? I understand
No,
what
they
you're saying.
saying they trying to tie this. They
Of course,
saying-
the Bible is filled with spiritual symbolisms as well. So is this pointing to the Antichrist and this, the dragon coming out of the water and the dragon and another creature?
So what
on
was
the
the
land?
what was the conclusion?
On that point?
On the whole.
No. The report was to answer certain questions.
Right.
And so the end of the report was to answer those 4 questions.
I told you this.
Now
you get the my point.
And then the conclusion was, now we have answered the 4 questions.
Right.
Based on these answers, And based on those of us on the committee that serve and other men and women of God speaking to them, the conclusion was we cannot direct you, and there's no scriptural grounds for the church to give direction. Do this, don't do this, unless we see a heavenly mandate. Do or don't do. We, in my mind, and I think in many of in the committee's mind, there's a scripture that says, Romans chapter 14. Since you want to open this up, Peter.
I do.
Romans chapter 14.
I do.
That says this at the very end. He says, whatsoever is done outside of faith is sin. But you eat. What does that mean? That means if I don't eat chocolate chip cookies, and y'all pressuring me, I don't believe in this. I shouldn't eat this. This ain't good for me. But y'all pressuring me, and I do this against my conviction to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing this. This goes against my belief. I don't believe as a Christian I should be eating chocolate chip cookies. But because the brethren in here saying they won't do it, and I won't fit in with these guys, even though it's against my belief system, let me eat this.
Okay.
That text says that is sin.
All right. So, question: as a pastor, as a member, right? Let's use the same chocolate chip cookies.
Go for it.
I can't force you. I'm not going to lean you to say, "Hey, eat these chocolate chip cookies."
Correct.
Right? Based on pressure.
Correct.
Right. But the chocolate chip cookies is here. If you decide to eat these or indulge in these,
Yeah.
that on you.
Yeah.
Are you going to be judged? Am I going to be judged
No.
for eating these cookies? So, question: where is the stance from the Christian Council as it relates to the vaccine? Do they say
Here is the information, and now we've provided you information. You read this, you pray, you speak to your spiritual leader, and you make your call.
that was your stance?
Absolutely.
Did Joel say that? Did Joel express that?
Absolutely. That's in the report. That's the conclusion.
Who the report is for everybody?
Everybody.
Oh, I never get it.
It was done for. It was. I put it.
Get,
No. I put it in the group. Did I not, Mr. Wilson?
You did.
Thank you very much.
I remember.
And it was when it came. Now again, let me say this: it was done for the church.
For the church.
And I'm not saying I'm excluding you all. I'm saying it was done out of a request made by pastors. Bring this information here. Can y'all go through this? And they wanted brilliant minds. They ended up with me. They wanted to get some.
Hey, you had a shameless bug.
So
listen, sorry.
No, they ended up with
So
me.
listen,
They didn't
sorry.
get what they went for. They want brilliant people. They didn't get
Keep
them.
going.
So,
Keep going.
And
what have you preached to your church? Since you on this.
the church that I pastor?
Yes. To life.
I preach the gospel of the kingdom. I preach
As
what,
it relates to vaccine.
no, I don't preach as it relates to vaccine.
So you never say anything.
I don't preach as it relates to vaccine.
All right. Has any years listen,
I don't work in
So
the church.
if one of your members comes to you and
That's
say,
a different question.
and say, Pastor,
yeah, that's a different question.
I sure. What do you think? Or what do you think I should? Not what I guess not, but
That's my advice.
Yeah, I reach it. I
find out where they are because one of the things I don't do, I'm not trying to create mini me's. And I'm not trying to create persons that are under manipulation of Pastor Denzel. So I talk to them, how you feel? What's your stance? But I want to take it. You know, what you find a lot of times is persons with their convictions, they want to take it. But you okay if I take it? How I get in your business?
They scared to be judged by you?
Right. You would hear that kind of thing. No, you are a believer. When you go before God, I ain't gonna be there. You can't answer with Pastor Denzel. And so one of the challenges the key assignment of every man or woman of God is Peter says this, I travail that Christ be formed in you. Paul, I travail that Christ be formed in you. Not that I be formed in you. I'm not trying to form me in you. I'm trying to form Christ in you. So I want to get you to a place where you can look at this, you can pray and go to your God and talk to your God and get a level. I want to arm you with the kind of faith, with the kind of worship, the kind of prayer life that you can contact heaven on your own and make your call.
So in other words, you just say it brown. Take it to brown.
I ain't telling you what my meetings, my
Rich
I
is-
tell you what my principle is. I give you the principle. That's the principle.
Which is fair. This is my issue. The Christian Council is made up by different denominations. It's not a group made up of one denomination.
Right.
It's a multi-denominational group. In that multi-denominational group, there are certain members of that group that have then gone on outside of, I'm assuming now, the Christian Council, because we hear what the Christian Council
Stances.
overall stance is. There are other denominations that have gone outside of that, and they've appealed directly to their parishioners, their members. And what have they said?
No, but hold on. The Christian Council says to consult your spiritual leader. So if your spiritual leader, that's where the Christian Council, those leaders who said take the vaccine,
Right.
they're not going against the doctrine of the Christian Council.
No, they're not.
They're not going against it.
No,
The
they're
Christian
not.
Council gave them the right to, because there are levels of conviction. This
Rich.
is not. We didn't see this as a matter of sin or not sin.
Let's talk about what this overall is. We are talking about vaccination hesitancy in the country.
Right.
Right?
There's taper on that.
I'm listening to that now. You could have said that softer. You want to say it loud so everybody can see that. Thanks, man.
So we talking about vaccination
Yes,
hesitancy.
man. they mad because they lose, Burris. They lose that first round. They come back for round 2 though. I hope they don't break their leg like Connor.
No, wait.
I hope they don't break your leg. You see what happened? You see what happened to that boy?
It ain't over
You see
yet.
what happened to
No, it ain't
McGregor?
over. See,
over yet.
I have
saw what happened to Connor.
I have
All right,
treaded.
I hope they don't be like Connor.
I have treaded. No,
it
I
ain't over
treaded.
yet.
No, I have treaded. I treaded lightly.
Connor say, listen, when you lucky my leg broke, that boy say, but listen, the best thing happened to you is your leg broke.
I
Connor said
treaded.
his leg was broke before he started.
Before he started.
Yeah.
He
I
can
treaded.
say, hold on,
I
when he
treaded.
get beat body, so
I
he can't
treaded
talk.
lightly with y'all because it is obvious that in the Christian Council there is division on the vaccine. It is obvious by any layman looking at it. Is obvious.
Not division. Some people take, some people don't take. That ain't division. That's decision.
No, that's division.
That's decision.
No, that's division.
And
Because-
you all supposed to be on the same page?
No.
No, because
No,
we've said that
it's
it's not a. It's not. We didn't. The conclusion was this is not a matter of, and I put it way out there, of heaven or hell, right or wrong. And the Bible.
So
has
with that
wrong.
said, with that said, right?
It's
So
a matter of conviction.
if it's not a matter of hell or heaven,
I'm a
or
part
hell,
of a denomination.
why doesn't
Listen to me. I'm a part of a denomination
Mhm.
that don't drink liquor.
right?
We say that we don't do that. We don't drink liquor. We don't drink beer. We don't do that. Parenthetically, be easy rum cake. But anyway, we don't drink liquor.
Right.
Y'all are a part of a denomination
Right.
that drink it.
Correct.
And do we put y'all in hell because y'all drink liquor? We can't do that.
Some of y'all do, but go ahead.
We can't do that. We shouldn't do that. I'm putting that there.
Yeah, right. Should
Right.
Yeah, if that's your conviction,
Right.
how do we get in the way of your conviction?
Right.
There are more fundamental things that we agree on that is more critical right now than for us to be in a fight back and forth upon that level of conviction. Now, what we can agree on is
Here
if we see you drunk,
here-
we see you inebriated, we see you under the influence.
here we go.
Now I have Bible for that.
Now here we go. Now see this where
I have Bible for that
this where
now.
corner got to jump in. You hear the word. There are more issues that are more critical.
Right.
What issue right now is more critical than vaccine hesitancy, vaccination, the pandemic, COVID-19 in this country right now?
The moral decadence in our country, the level of violence, the level of the
But the Christian Council,
ungodly behavior.
the Christian Council speaking of those things.
No, not. I mean, they usually do, but not now. And boys, just like how we probably want to hear. But we had this conversation before. Not everything the Christian Council do, they is advertise.
But I want them advertising again. I start off by saying there are denominations in the Christian Council that are advocating, that are pushing for them.
Right. So that's what they said. That's the question.
to do. The problem is we have vaccine hesitancy in this country. And it is obvious by the Christian Council, the way the Christian Council broken down. The biggest group in the Christian Council are not the Catholics and not the Anglicans.
Right. Them together don't form in as big as.
No,
big
they're
as-
not the biggest denominations.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, most of the bigger denominations support the vaccine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do they? How would the baby people know that?
And they spoke out
How
about
the
it.
baby people know that?
Based on them pastoring their membership.
No, sir.
Pastoring their membership.
sir.
I have many major ministries in the country that are encouraging their membership to take the vaccine.
They ain't doing so publicly.
But that ain't their job to do it publicly.
Yes, it is their job.
No.
Yes.
But
They
it,
don't
That is-
under
that is
their
exactly their
membership.
job.
yeah, but
No, sir.
but see, all right.
So here's what I did.
They don't under their membership.
But you don't think if the average person that don't go to church every day, hear a powerful, influential pastor.
Oh, no. I have one assignment to the person who goes to church every day who needs Jesus. My assignment to him is, Paul says, my assignment to you is to know nothing about you save Jesus Christ and him crucified.
Excellent.
My job
Excellent.
concerning you
Yes.
ain't vaccine or not vaccine. I
Thank
want you
you.
in heaven. I'm
Thank you.
concerned about your soul
Thank you.
salvation. I'm concerned about your kingdom assignment and purpose. Be careful.
Denzel.
Y'all backing me up. Y'all saw you want this?
Oh, yes.
Y'all better change topic.
Yes,
no,
no.
but
No, I want
my
this.
concern
Hold on,
about a young
Denzel.
man is whether he
Denzel.
vaccine or
I
not.
want this.
I'm concerned about his soul. I'm
Agreed.
concerned about him
I understand.
aligning with
I
God.
understand
I want to
that.
build faith in him because I don't want him to get crazy and believe his faith could be in any vaccine that can hold him. Because he
No.
can take a vaccine today and get shoot tomorrow and miss heaven. So my concern is that he catch heaven. Thank you very much.
And that is
What's the
why.
next question?
No, and this is why.
And
My,
so-
go ahead.
I jump off your bars.
Y'all, let's
No,
go.
you can't
you
tell
just
the
can't- no, you
Bible.
can't- you just can't, you know.
No, you can't.
No, you're
Listen,
scared.
what he's
No,
saying is
no.
right. I understand.
And that's
As
what
a
I'm saying.
pastor and as a man who represents Lord, right? Your job is to try and to get everybody's soul right. Agreed. We're not running from that. However, we are in a state. We're very close to a state of emergency in this country as it relates to being vaccinated, right? We spoke about it before.
We in a state of emergency of being vaccinated?
What I mean is because
of they should.
they-
I get what you're
right.
saying.
So they
No.
All right.
Explain the state of
All
emergency.
right. So this is what I mean.
I get it.
All right. So case in point,
These cookies distracted me.
the
Who that?
people in the hospital.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You have
Y'all promoted
95%.
cookies, by the way?
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
say the Lisa made them.
Okay, good.
Shirley Street, right there, left of Fowler Street.
Once you know you open up a can of
Listen.
words and I will deal with you in 2 seconds.
Let's
2
go.
seconds. Yeah, I will deal with you in
You
2
have the
seconds.
hospital that is overloaded. There's nowhere for people to stay. No rooms. People staying in, laying on the ground.
Intense, man.
It-
Intense.
right. And 95% of those people are not vaccinated. Right? If we get, according to the stats, if we get more people vaccinated, it reduces the load on the hospital. It reduces the chance of you being hospitalized and all that stuff. Works better for the country. Works better for you health wise and all this other stuff, right? So I'm not saying every Sunday you got to go in there and do something on your what you call it, altar or pulpit or
No.
whatever it is and say, hey, listen, you get vaccinated, you get vaccinated, you get vaccinated, you get vaccinated. That's not what I'm saying.
No. See, what this excellent pastor's done is shielding his other pastors by the way he conducts himself. But that's why I can deal with him.
Go ahead.
Because I will not allow him to do that. Because other pastors, that's why their boss don't let him do that. Because other pastors, when it comes to political issues in this country, and that's why I want you to look up this, they could jump on the radio, they could jump on their public sermons and blast this government and that opposition and get dead political about all kind of issues when they feel like it.
Yeah.
Okay?
When it's convenient.
When it comes to taxation, when it comes to all kind of things, that ain't gonna do nobody's soul. But I'm talking about a particular person. But I could do that. But I'm
No, you can't. Be careful doing that
No.
on this topic.
No,
Because he was very vocal on this topic.
but he was very vocal. But
Yeah.
that's the point I'm making.
Yes.
That's the point I'm making. So him himself, if we were to go there, has actually stepped forward
Yeah.
and made significant statements on this particular topic. But
Right.
there are others who we know that are very political on all sides. They for this party and they for that party. And when it comes to politics, the Lord gave us vision, but this one being leader. And the Lord gave us vision, but that one being leader. But when it comes to health and medicine, they ain't give no vision. He give you a clear vision on who should be prime minister. But when the prime minister making decisions, they ain't give you have nothing to say on it. But that's fine.
I asked to pardon my ignorance. I know not of what Peter is speaking. I am not in a position
Boy,
to
that's
speak
it something else.
to what he's talking
No,
about.
because Pastor Denzel is apolitical. He does not get into that.
I don't get that.
Which is why I said his statement. But
Be
he
careful where
wasn't.
you're going.
No, he
Yeah.
using himself to shield
Shield
others and
everybody,
not
yeah.
saying like that.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody on a Superman cape.
He bought the cape. And honestly like that.
And telling them come
And he
behind
could stand-
me.
and
Super
then
pastor, I got you.
He know he clean. He could stand there and shout that to the mountain
Right.
because no one could say nothing to him. But others behind him, they looking at him like, well, that's all good. That's all good.
Let me just parenthetically, one of the key things that we should be encouraging is our people to be consistent.
Consistent.
And in us encouraging that, we must model that.
Model consistency.
We must model consistency. And I do hear Peter's point. I cannot say I know of instances of it happen. I cannot say I don't know.
Right.
But I can't say I
Right.
know.
You digress.
But I believe in that consistency. And see, this good gospel that we preach, it dictates that I must be concerned about this brother and this brother. It dictates then as I try let me don't say that part because they can't handle that part. Because I know what I was in Subway just now. I shouldn't be advertising Subway.
Right. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing.
Yeah, take that back.
You want me
Anyway, I was in a restaurant just
You
now.
want me no bladder?
No. I can't support that. Like
No,
that.
can't support them do that.
No, I support. I'll do a platter from another company
Right.
because one of their employees is there to me, and I listen to this show. I need to stay employed,
Absolutely.
so I'll get a platter from there. If we want that one show, I can do that.
Absolutely.
You want it next week?
Yeah, that sounds good. Do the comments.
No
now.
problem. I could do it. I could get a platter for next week from the next sub location. But anyway, I walked in there, and the
Right.
brothers, hey Bishop, I ain't seen you in a long time. He always out to shake my hand,
Yeah.
and I, you know,
Yeah, because we ain't doing that.
No, we don't roll like that. No, I ain't doing it.
Right, we don't.
It's good to see you. It's a beloved, good to see you too.
Right.
We can dap it up and this
Right.
and that, you know,
Right.
'cause I ain't full with that. And
Right.
so I do practice every protocol.
Right.
you know.
Constantly. And I've seen it.
I encourage persons to do the same thing.
And the church you lead is practicing the protocols.
Definitely within reason.
Right.
Measure.
But there are some we also know that are neither practicing
They can care less.
No, but this is the thing I said. They ain't practicing protocols, nor they pushing vaccine, nor to their credit, they ain't pushing not getting vaccinated either.
They ain't pushing none.
It's like it don't even
quiet
exist.
on that.
No, it's like it don't even exist.
Yeah, but so maybe read some of these.
Hey, look here. Look, you see how things work? Look at that last text. Go to the last one and go back up.
Done?
Oh,
Look, the one before that.
Yeah, we saw it. I saw
Hey,
it. Yeah,
wait.
yeah,
Paper.
Hey,
yeah.
done.
Done.
Oh yeah, I see that. I see that.
So you know that this was done.
Yeah, like done. That's the platter.
Yeah, that done.
Yeah, I see the
See,
platter.
you see how my favorite? If she didn't text us now, I'd say I ain't supporting that.
Right.
Because she had to be on the show. Because she ain't on the show, that means I support.
Right.
I might as well go to the next restaurant.
Exactly.
All right, there we go.
But good. Now go to your comments.
So Kel Marie say I pay 1,000 and 2,000 for them. The bill right there waiting on them. Y'all can pay all bill
Which bill?
for BMH. That's right. They still living like they she laugh. This is an Anvar. Get out the man seat. Bishop, you pay for the seat?
Now, in reality, let me also speak.
Absolutely. Every
pay
seat I pay for.
He say pray, not pay, pray.
Oh, pray.
Yeah, he say pray for
Let
the
me
seat.
put that disclaimer out there that PMH is owed money by lots of persons.
I don't want that money.
Let's keep on moving.
Not
No,
everyone.
not everyone.
Not
Some people
everyone.
don't.
Not everyone. That's-
Say good to see you,
No,
Pastor. Say good to see you, Peter. They say full house.
Yeah,
They say vaccine can't be shipped. We don't have the fridge. We don't have the fridge yet. So that's what they waiting on.
that's
the fridge.
also part of the situation, but that's not the.
Let me the fridge to for what? For Pfizer?
for Pfizer, yeah.
Oh, Pfizer. Okay, all right.
That
Yeah.
one can't be shipped. But yeah,
Say
Has
Bishop.
Pfizer reached yet?
No.
come in.
should be
26,
just
so
the
you're-
26.
No, the one before that come in. Pfizer coming in August.
All right.
Moderna's the best.
They say
I mean,
Bishop.
sorry, AstraZeneca.
They say Bishop Byron Brennan. Say love this talk, Bishop.
Oh, love it.
Yeah. So
Love it. He said Bishop, but he just said he loved the
he
talk.
say love this talk, Bishop. Love this talk, Bishop. That's what he say. Anwar say why not? I know he's talking about Anwar. We missed that. Peter, please stop diminishing the power of social media. Please stop. Diminish the power of social media. Whatever. Trump is making decisions to Twitter. Get with the time, Peter. He say they can send links out to WhatsApp. That's what
No,
he say.
that's not protocol. That's
Good
not
afternoon,
protocol.
gents. The Eagle Rule say
You
full house.
put it on the screen? You don't touch it on me.
I know they got touching me.
Yeah, so
I
go
know
on the
this
screen.
week, man. Oh, there we go. There
Yeah,
we
come
go.
on, man.
Anwar say, I respect what you said just now, Bishop. You put Peter in his place just now. So yeah, man,
I'm
Peter.
out with that.
Neil Adams had a whole national.
Hold on.
That's just in the comments.
Hold on. But you reading it, man?
I reading it. That's in the
Pastor Ellis. You know you on my side.
comments. Kevin Moore said.
Yeah.
Kevin Moore
That's
said.
what Kevin Moss is a problem.
Yeah, man.
Kevin Moss always throwing hot bomb out there, man.
He said, yeah, Peter Ellis.
You
Say,
said
yeah, man, Peter, Neil Ellis had a whole national address bigger than the PM asked people to take the vaccine.
He did.
Yeah. So get them bastard.
But Neil Ellis is a senior leader in a particular denomination.
Yeah, even Ruben, welcome to the show.
The other denominations.
Hey, Peter, he ain't easy, but I agree with you. He ain't lie. And then Malika say, hey, and then she say, done. So I don't read mayonnaise. Disclaimer.
Mr.
Can't no dry sandwich. Man.
Exactly.
Mustard-
Mr. Ellis, the
mustard.
non-pass Ellis denomination is what again for the
Bishop Neil Clarence Ellis.
Yes, sir.
He is the presiding bishop of the Global United Fellowship.
Global United Fellowship.
There's hundreds of churches around the world.
Thank you.
He's a big timer.
Hundreds
Very-
of
yeah,
churches
Very
around
big
the
in North Carolina. Eh?
world. All over now.
All over now.
Would you
All
be
over.
considered Baptist?
No, he's non-denominational now. Non-denominational.
And the biggest denomination in this country tends to be what?
Anyway,
Okay, then. That's later. Baptist.
I know what.
Any
I know.
more comments on the screen?
I try to find something. I trying to find somebody. Somebody please type something. Please.
No, man, he doesn't type.
Listen, y'all help us get our views up. The views they're okay, but not where we like them to be. So help share this please and get the views up. Y'all share in your groups. Y'all do that?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right. Anyway, so anything else on the COVID council, the Christian Council little operation? I mean, I can't remember all of the
what the Christian
all the committee
what the
members.
Christian Council did, and I understand based upon private conversations, not with you, because I don't want to cause you get in trouble with your members. But based upon private conversations I've had with other members on the Christian Council, I understand the difficulty of the Christian Council. And that statement, that package that was put together, which if you're looking for a package that doesn't offend anyone,
That did it.
and says a lot, but says absolutely nothing, that's right.
I take umbrage with that statement. It says the document was not
I
intended to
never
tell
seen
you.
dancing started as much as my life.
The document was not intended to tell you what to do.
That document-
And we were very careful.
Very
and we
careful.
had
Oh no, you're very careful.
no
to tell
because
us
and then we
that-
had
that
on
y'all
the-
have no
see,
opinion
not
whatsoever.
only on the committee were preachers. On the committee was a former president of the Bahamas Farmer College, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
that association. Yeah, he president there, and we also had a physician was on that, and so they said if we could present a report, this is not feelings.
The one issue,
We must speak to fact.
the one part
and
of it I
present
will
information.
say, if you are a person that went in there thinking that the fetal abortion issue was a reason why you shouldn't or should take the vaccine, that is the one part of it that the council was very clear on. But if you were a person, let's say you were a wayward person, and you were looking for guidance from the Christian Council
give you none.
to say, should you or should you not take the vaccine, don't look to that.
They
No,
say
yeah,
you don't look.
but
They say don't
what
look to
we-
the Christian
what we-
Council.
no, what we
They
said-
to the
what we
Christian
said-
Council, get your
what-
soul right.
What the Christian Council said is
They
go
get-
to your pastor.
They get your soul right.
And that I understand.
That's what the Christian Council said. The
That
Christian
I-
Council said go to your pastor.
So and I agree.
Where
But
the-
they don't say they say go to your pastor on every issue.
Sir.
No,
Or
but
the
let
way,
me-
or is it? Has it ever been?
on most issues,
Has there
on
ever been a
most issues
time
that are great?
Has
Yes.
it ever been a time that
Yes.
the Christian Council
And
has
this
spoken out as an organization on a particular issue?
No, Carla, one second, not to cut you off. You see, you let them do it just now. I can't let you do it. See, they did it just now again, and it's called sleight of hand. What they did is they made an issue. Notice the issue of vaccination now is a gray area. How is getting vaccinated a gray area?
No, it's great from the standpoint of sin, not sin. We can't put it in sin or not sin.
We ain't talking about
It's
that
a
part.
measure of conviction.
Yeah, but we ain't
And-
talking
but
about
that
sin.
was the intent to address it
Now
to the
we-
church.
right? And now
We passed that.
We passed that.
We passed
Now
that.
we on the issue
So
of
you taking
Now
my
we passed
banana
that.
bread and you trying to make it cheesecake again.
And
I don't care how long you put it in the fridge
Now
for. This will
whether-
not turn into cheesecake.
And this is the point I'm telling you on the issue on whether or not Behemoth should be vaccinated. The Christian Council has no opinion.
Says nothing.
We never intended to answer that.
No, but
that's the point.
But okay, whether you intended to answer it or not,
So if you
we can
want
read
to
it
know
back.
that, what our answer
What did-
is,
what-
go to your pastor.
So what did the Christian
Go
Council
to your
say?
priest. Go to your rector.
When they was getting ready for referendum for gaming, did they say go?
No, see you
No,
walking in.
when,
this trap.
no. I can answer that. I can answer that.
Yes, see you
I
walking
can
in
answer
trap.
that.
That's an easy question because that has to do with morality. See you walking,
And there was consensus, and so we could say,
you walking in the
Yeah,
And
you walk
you walk in
into
that trap. That's the trap they let, and that's trap they said. That's why I'm saying you. They've made
Yeah, you walk into
vaccination a gray area.
They ain't a gray area to
The
you.
government of the Bahamas and the opposition of the Bahamas, the two sides, have made vaccination not a gray area.
Right.
The
I
leader-
define my grayness. Don't throw gray out there like that. I define gray.
Go
I
ahead.
said gray as it relates to sin and not sin. That's
We
what I
already
said.
passed that though.
The
No. He said using gray, and I use gray. So I don't want to think my gray and he gray is the same thing. There's two different grays all
prime
together.
That's one is GREY, and one is
Ah,
GRAY.
you
The
got
prime
it.
So right
minister-
now we speaking about GRAY because you already talked about GREY.
Right.
We
I'm
finished with
EY,
that.
yeah.
we
the
finished with
prime
that.
minister of this country, right, is for vaccination.
Right.
Absolutely.
The leader of the
The
opposition,
opposition.
who wants to be prime minister, is for
for
vaccination.
vaccination.
So whoever the new government is for vaccination.
vaccination,
right.
The government now is for vaccination.
Right.
So there's no gray area on the political side for vaccination.
Right.
They are both saying Bahamians should be vaccinated.
Right.
There are two major entities in this country.
Right.
There's the church and there's the state.
Right.
The state
It's for
is
vaccination.
for vaccination.
Right.
The church
Has not said anything.
has not said anything.
There was
The
a
church-
time when Jesus was being persecuted.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And they said, "What say you to these accusations?" And the Bible says he muttered not a word. The church, the body of Christ, don't just answer every question. Don't go behind
now you see
every
now you see what
ambulance.
they're
We don't go behind every silence.
So once you need a mall, you shoot in there.
Let me say this. For full disclosure,
Right.
I have been totally against a lot of things that the Christian Council has spoken to.
Absolutely.
I've been totally against it.
Absolutely.
And I hear that the nation, but however, I've been against it because I am not Christian Council, I'm pastor.
Right.
And I'm superintendent of organization. Right. But I do understand the Christian Council's their mandate that they speak to these things. Right. That's why I don't think Denzel Antonio Rowe can ever be a Christian Council president.
No.
I can't see that happening ever. Because you ain't gonna make me speak on something that I don't hear God on.
But see, on time out. So time out. See, this goes right back to the argument we had last week.
And I ain't saying they're wrong now. Before you finish it, I ain't saying they're wrong. I'm saying that's their mandate because I know I can't align with that mandate. I couldn't take that because I can't be speaking. Oh, what do you think about the pride flag being raised up? If I don't get a direction on that, I ain't speaking. Yeah. How you feel about this? If I don't get a direction on that, I ain't speaking.
So all the Christian Council is going to ever change if people like you who.
No, I said I'll be president because because of the mandate. But they have a mandate. That's their assignment. I'm not saying that's wrong. That's what their mandate is. It'll be like me being anti-F&M but sitting in their seat. Or
I would say this to you.
You can't do that. If you ain't for what they for, then get out their seat.
Yeah.
The only way this country will ever get over COVID-19, I put this out there publicly. I say it, my opinion. The only way this country ever gets over COVID-19 is when the majority of this country gets COVID-19. That's the only way we can ever get over it.
So here's the comment. If you're waiting on people to get vaccinated, Peter, this for us.
Yeah.
So we would know what the Christian Council stance is on vaccination. If I recall, the Christian Council making churches vaccination centers, a few churches vaccination centers. So I guess by using the churches, that's their stance.
The Christian Council didn't make churches vaccination.
I go on.
But I said that for that. Yeah. To be corrected.
No.
The church volunteered that.
Churches volunteered.
Yeah, right.
Prophecy
volunteered. Right.
Loyola
Hall volunteered. St. Anselm's.
Pastor Mario and Bishop Ellis did a vaccination day at their
at their churches.
Yeah.
A lot of people were vaccinated at their churches.
Yeah.
Trudy Clark said, "Love it, Bishop. There are times where you have to be silent."
Absolutely. But again, the Christian Council has a mandate that they would, and that was agreed upon between them and the government, the late Sir Lyndon, that gave them marching orders. Not marching orders like dictated them, but hey, here's the role we want you to fulfill in society.
And this is
we
why
need you to speak to certain. We want to get your take on certain
national issues. And that is why I tell you, I would say this publicly.
But isn't this a national issue?
No, it isn't. And that is why this country here, with less than 500,000 people, this country who's supposed to be wailing COVID, we will be lapped by other Caribbean countries, and we will be dealing with COVID for years to come. You hear me? Yes. This country right here. And I don't care who the prime minister is, and Mr. Davis and Mr. Minister, when y'all here, y'all can sit there. I don't care what y'all do. Y'all going to be dealing with COVID. Because the people in this country who are not vaccinated, who have vaccine hesitancy, the people that they're listening to, that they listen to, are not y'all. And they have no horse in the race. And until they jump in to help you all, it's not happening.
I ain't totally agree, but number one, from my faith standpoint, I can't agree with that statement. But secondly, let's talk practically. I believe one more summer, and Uncle Sam said, "You can't come here with vaccination." Oh my family, man, we can be at 92% vaccination.
Nope.
Bahamians?
Nope.
They got to go here travel.
Most Bahamians don't travel.
Boy, I think, but I know it's most.
So why you gotta get to that point though?
No,
why you gotta get to that point?
I speak of the mentality. I speak of the mentality.
You realize some people don't travel? Most Bahamians don't travel either.
But the fact that
major numbers.
You really think so, Peter?
Yeah.
Major.
I agree with that.
You say only about 40% of countries travel.
And that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Less than 40%.
That's a lot.
Less than 40%.
I would say 25%.
25% of the countries travel.
The same set of people go away
all the time. The same people you know.
Yeah, when you travel, you will see the same
people all the time.
If you travel the same time every year, 9 times out of 10,
you see the same people.
Not even that. Working around airport, there are very you see the same people, and then you see
the one-offs,
and they tell you, Oh, well, it's my first time. Well, how old are you? 28, 29.
45.
Yeah.
Let me. There's a comment here, Carl. I want John the bus on this one before we may leave this and deal with this. Prince says they are the media and the state people listen to. The Christian Council show division and everything. Let me say this. When I speak, I speak to
Kirk Campbell.
Kirk Campbell. I speak to the church, and I'm very clear when I talk about the Christian Council because I said the Christian Council has a mandate. But outside of that, I speak concerning the church, and the church has. I think that's what Peter's speaking to too. Not necessarily the influence of the Christian Council, the influence of the church.
The church, yes,
Right.
not yeah.
You see, because again, the Christian Council has a mandate,
Right.
and I think we have to be careful here. And we did a show with Pastor Mario and Devin was on with the show, and we did it before with Delta Fernand as well.
Right.
We may call him back again. That there's a mandate that the Christian Council has,
Right.
and I'm not saying that it's anti-church, but I think we have to distinguish that. In some regard, because while the influence of the Christian Council, and I agree, is not as strong as probably the council would love it to be, the influence of the church,
Right,
is major.
The
in this
council
country.
/ the church influence is greater in certain issues than you think.
Well, I say, you see, the council / church. When you put them together, absolutely,
Yeah.
because the church is allowed in this country. I don't care what nobody says.
Which is why the political directorate, and I talking about the governing party and the opposition, handled that wrong from the start. They were supposed to go in a room together, and by they I mean the opposition, the government. They were supposed to bring the leaders of the medical community, bring the leaders of the church together in a room and decide on the rollout of the vaccine and how they was going to push the vaccine in this country. They did not do so. And now they suffering for it. And now it's election time. You can't get them fellas in the room to do nothing.
No.
And the doctor's mad with everybody.
Yeah, they fed him.
But you know, I'm about to say, too bad. One of the things that I've discovered over this time, as you probably did with your aunt as well, and you can't see your loved ones,
Absolutely not.
right, in hospital.
Correct.
You ain't vaccinated, and they're saying that it's going to be a point now. I mean, I know the idea is because of protecting people with regard to COVID, everything like that.
Right.
But the people treating the patients are equally as vulnerable to COVID-19 as I am.
More.
Exactly, because they're more exposed than I am.
More exposed. I just got data.
And they are not vaccinated.
Correct. Some of them. Correct.
A vast majority, unless something changed overnight.
Yeah, a lot of them aren't vaccinated.
Unless something changed recently.
Let me say this.
Based on the information that I had gotten the last I checked, and I haven't checked in the last probably 4 or 5 weeks. But prior to that, the percentage of
60-40.
who are now 60% who are
60.
vaccinated.
Who are 60-40.
You sure on that?
60-40. Very sure. They gone up. Very sure. 60-40.
30-70 million, that was 30 not, or 30 who were.
70 not.
Yeah.
30 was. I tell you, it's 60-40.
So you said that 60 are vaccinated?
60 now.
I need to get
60.
confirmation.
You can find out from your people.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah.
60. Round closer to 58%.
But the point, I still say this, that
And those numbers, and by the way, for healthcare professionals who should be able to be vaccinated, for 58%, 60%, that's horrible numbers. But we ain't even getting into
but
that.
that's high compared to where it was for a long period of time.
We ain't even going into that. But
Anyway,
yes.
go ahead.
But even what you call high ain't high to me. You understand? I don't want you to think I said 60% like, oh, that's some great number.
No,
That's
not high number. No.
That's not high number.
I got you.
That's not high number. And the majority of
between
the poisons.
between my 2 shots, I came across one person was
And I
vaccinated.
go on to tell you, they had poisons who were working. They are vaccinated people who weren't vaccinated. If you notice, they make all of them. I might say they made them. For the same questions you and I would ask. Whereas you getting vaccinated with someone, you ask them, hey, you vaccinated, they tell you no.
No. Yeah. So like, how you could
So how you could be here?
How you could stick?
How you could be?
How you could stick me and you won't get
How you
stick?
could be here?
If you won't get sick.
So it was almost like a mandate come down from their bosses. Look, you can be around here. You have to do this. Yeah. And that's the only. And by the way, and I will throw them under the bus. But that's the only reasons why those numbers get to that 60%. I want you to think.
Yeah, but
Some of them get dreading.
I don't blame them though. I don't blame them. If you working around this area, you have to be vaccinated.
Listen, females, me and doctors in there, none of us pretending to be.
No.
Females, childbearing women
Okay.
are the one group of persons that I honestly, when it comes to vaccine hesitancy, they are the one group of persons that the medical field is undecided on. So if you was a female and you tell me, a woman, and you a child, and you tell me you're unsure about getting vaccinated, there's nothing I can say to you.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, there's nothing for me to say, well, read this to support this. Or,
Right.
because there's no
nothing to support it.
decided science one way or another.
Yeah.
So how am I? So
Additionally, if you are also, what's the word, predisposed to, if there's some cancer in your bloodline,
but
there is no science confirmed in that direction either.
no.
Because that's one of the questions that same committee you dogging out. That's one of the questions we ask.
Right.
You know, what about persons that are cancer survivors or still dealing with cancer? I mean, what can we speak definitively or in any regard to that?
Right.
And is that we can't speak in any regard
In any regard.
to that.
Which
You
is
know,
why.
So these things, I mean,
Which is why those groups- right.
one of the dangerous things is when you don't legitimize somebody's argument,
Right.
then you take away their belief system to ever
Right.
agree with your argument.
And-
At least legitimize the person's concern.
Yes, sir. And which is why those groups, which is what I said to you, those groups were supposed to be singled out. We could, if those groups were singled out, you could protect those groups.
Right.
But I will guarantee you, if you look at who in the hospital now, those groups, they
None
don't,
of
they
them.
protecting themselves anyway.
Yeah.
Who are the vast majority of people in the hospital? People with comorbidities, eh?
No, the vast majority of
Based on
people,
what I heard, is people with comorbidities.
well, you mean with breathing issues
But persons with
and hypertension.
hypertension, persons
Yes.
asthmatic,
Asthmatic,
persons
yes.
with those kind of illnesses.
Who should have been? And being one blame person, who should have been people who?
Protected themselves.
Yes,
I definitely, I 1,000,000,000% agree with that. Anybody with those comorbidities and they come to me, I say, why are you in my office? Because you need to be either isolated or not going nowhere,
Right.
or you're gonna need to take some measures.
right.
Yeah. So all right. So what about you have that person that is trying to take precautions, and then you have some, in the words of Peter, some slacker, grandchild or son or daughter or some who just don't care, just doing what they doing, in and out, going where they going, living like we say in 2019.
And they asymptomatic.
Asymptomatic, go home and mommy and daddy catch it, and then
You just speaking about why we need a church. Because I need to tell mother,
The truth.
he that dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High God shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I got to tell mother she got to build a prayer hedge around her room from that crazy grandchild she got there and that crazy nephew in the house. And she got to stay in prayer. She got to consecrate because that crazy boy ain't going to do what he need to do.
Right.
So I need to build faith in mother. I got to build faith in her. What should we do? I can't strangle a little boy. I mean, I would love to, but I can't strangle
I
him.
don't necessarily want to think these people themselves going out partying. That ain't how they getting it.
Yeah, but you to me, you still got to put your foot down. Hey, homeboy, listen now. Grammy got some things going on. I can't afford to do that. So I mean, you can't do what you want to do. You know,
Just can't come here.
You can't come here.
you can't come here.
So if you ain't willing to
But
take,
everybody don't care like that though.
Yeah, but so you ain't care about your own health.
No, I mean it. All right.
No, I say.
So you have a lot of young people, and not even young people, a lot of people just think like, a lot of people still don't believe in this, A lot of people still think it's just a myth, like it ain't a part.
I agree. I agree with
it
that.
ain't that serious. If I have my cousin get it, he ain't had no symptoms. If I get it, I could be all right. And that ain't necessarily the case.
And I agree with you.
It's just like crime. Like murder, like a violent crime. Like you don't really never feel it until it touch somebody you love. So not until it happened to somebody close to them or it happened to them directly, they really feel and they see the consequences, then their mind will change. Then they'll continue to keep their mask on and they'll continue to wash their
Which
hands
is why
and
I said
to do certain things.
I'm sad that the hospital have to be the way it is, but until the hospital refuse patients, which coming,
They refuse the patients, I can see the way for them to go.
they ain't really refusing patients. But
It ain't reach yet.
when it reach, but statistically speaking, it have to come. When it reached that stage, then that's when we will dance. Then the country could decide to do what it could decide to do.
Y'all think another lockdown coming?
No.
No.
Think it should come?
It should have come. It should have come like I told you about 6 weeks ago.
You know how much cases in the last week? How much cases? What, 450?
It should have come. It should have come about
450 cases in
shoulda
the
come-
last, week and a half?
the reason why we have to decide what we're gonna do. You cannot continue to run your healthcare system the way you're gonna run it if you can decide that you're not locking down. If you can decide when you're locking down, then you have to run your healthcare system the way it should be run, which is if you don't have no money, you don't need to show up. Show up with your money.
Come with your money.
First and foremost, you can't afford to be on a ventilator. See, and I'm talking for the general public because I can't afford to be on. I don't know if y'all know what PMH and Doctors Hospitals are charging people to run ventilator.
Very expensive.
They're very expensive. We don't have the kind of equipment to be in. And then more importantly, what really disturbs me, there are people out there that have non-COVID illnesses that actually need these doctors to be with them.
And they can.
And they can't be with them. You break your hand right now, you in trouble.
Yeah.
Problems.
You gotta get 1 2 stick and some duct tape.
You in trouble.
And
Pretty
tape
much.
that up.
Or go to the walk-in clinic or see you at the doctor's hospital. I'm telling you.
You need money. You need money for them places. Up front.
Oh, I didn't want you to think the doctor's fully though. Doctor's safer.
You just can't afford them.
You can't afford to go there.
So let me before we y'all started right on time, so we got about 25 more minutes before we got to go. What's this thing, this early election concept and this and that? What y'all let this thing go and y'all talk about that?
You should start to do.
He was gonna get it up. He was waiting on you with that action.
I now I can ask this before we even get to the press release by the leader of opposition and this and that. Here's my question: What's the advantage to the prime minister
It's no advantage.
in calling an early election?
No advantage.
I try to understand. That's one thing I don't understand. There's all this prognostication.
You mean from a political standpoint?
Yes, I
Is it
know
advantage
I
of
am not
Thomas?
politically astute. I know I'm lost. So that's why I say I know you all brilliant men. Some of y'all have access to the smokers room. Some of y'all is cut here and be around people who smart. I know my friendly barber over there gets some major clients now. He get some serious clientele who knows certain things. What is the advantage
It's no advantage.
of the prime minister, the sitting government, calling an election early?
I don't think it's no advantage.
There's
But-
an advantage.
But there's
What?
What's
Please,
the- what's
you
the-
could explain it to me because I can't see it.
Major advantage.
what's the major advantage?
Tito, you next. I know you
I
got here.
think
You have
there's
people who's cut now. You got some major
So the
points.
only speculation I heard, right? The speculation I heard before Tito answer, right? Tito ain't gonna
What?
say.
Well, I can say because I don't care. I can tell him what the advantage is.
What's the advantage?
The advantage is if the governing party stretches it out longer, there's nothing over the horizon that makes this situation for them any better than it can be right now.
So based on what they see one light coming like a train. That's what's in your mind.
So basically, the race is to 21, right? Oh, well, the race actually 20 because we have 39 seats.
Right.
We even received word that there's going to be an extra seat yet,
Right.
right? So right now, the race is to 20. All you trying to do,
Let's get
if you are the government, is get 20 seats. By as the way the country is set up, the opposition mobilization is never what the governing side mobilization will be. Simply because you internally know the date when the election is going to be. So you would have had a jump to supposedly get your people registered, etc., etc. Okay? Then, if I don't leave you time to rally, have big rallies, and get your people motivated to roll me out, it's basically a who we want leading the country type thing in the next general election. And as we discussed a couple of weeks ago, last time he was here, the diehard groups, they no longer exist. Like, whereas before you could account on your 40% and you just have to find another 6-7% to win, that don't exist no more.
Right.
Everyone probably give them like 25-30%.
You think that low?
Yeah, man.
You think cores are down to 30% now? The cores down to 30%?
People ain't interested in these parties.
Wow.
These people ain't interested in bodies.
You say 30%, you know?
30%, that's if they lucky.
You mean we got 40% undecided, you think, in this country?
Oh, more than that.
And they ain't gonna vote. A lot of them ain't gonna vote.
Wow. So anyway, let's go back to my original question. So you're telling me now, I know y'all agree with Peter's little position that the government, number one, so you're saying they're trying to beat the opposition to the deal.
Right.
And of course, this is barbershop talk, y'all who listening. This is barbershop
Pure
talk.
speculation.
This just pure speculation. We just talking.
Yeah.
They don't beat them to the deal. Number two is looking over the horizon, it's black.
Oh, black.
So it ain't looking nothing. No sun coming out, it just look black.
Whoever the next government is, they getting fired for sure.
They don't stand a chance.
They don't stand no chance.
They don't really action for them.
No way.
So this is another.
I don't even know why you want. You want me to be honest with you? I don't know why you want this job. This next job coming up as prime minister, I don't know why no one want that.
But what about these major, all this movement,
Major
quote unquote, with regard to tourism?
Sir, the Bahamas is undertaxed as a country. Every major lending institution already tell us that. I don't care if you use PLP or use F&M. In the next 5 years, you're going to have to find a different revenue stream in this country. The F&M going to have to raise taxes. The PLP going to have to raise taxes.
On
That's the one. And that's why for sure, if they win, they get invited.
Yeah, because when you
Because if you come and telling people you can move tax, when you have to raise tax, and yes, some people have a little to do it, and that is why they can get fired for sure.
because how else you get paid? How else you get paid off national debt? And even this
Hold on, man.
Wait.
Come on, man. You forget what coming?
But it
All
ain't
these
even,
natural resources coming, man.
but
Come on,
it
man.
ain't even a national.
$100,000 check.
But it ain't even a national debt. That's the problem. The problem is, in order for me to allow you money, in order for me to borrow money, for you to just run your country,
I need to know where the money coming from.
I need to know how you can pay me.
Yeah.
How much we tax on average per person? What do you think? We tax what, 15%, 20%, 30%? How much are we taxed?
Some people, see, and that's it. It varies. So you want general?
Give me a middle of the road.
I'd probably about 15 to 20%.
They say
15,
marijuana
20%.
is a great revenue stream. Could you read?
Not enough of us smoke dope.
15 to 20%, you
Yeah,
think?
15 to 20%.
Where are they prognosticating that it should be?
That it should be.
Yeah.
35%. Yeah.
What's it in the U.S. is roughly middle of the road? Where are they middle of the road?
On average, anywhere. But see, their tax stream is different based upon income.
I know, but just give me a middle of the road.
So on average, when you combine all the states with a non-income, that's anywhere from 27 to like 40%.
Right, I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought it's heading more towards that 40 area.
40%, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But they get lots of days for those services.
Right. Okay. Anyway, so
No, listen.
what's the advantage before we get sidetracked? What's the advantage to the opposition with a early or late election? What's the advantage?
If I'm in opposition, I don't care because I think I can win anything.
He have no advantage. He ain't no more surprise than the people.
It don't matter. It don't matter for him when he got it.
It don't matter for opposition in no election.
No.
Yeah.
Opposition,
it don't matter.
opposition. It never matters for opposition.
I think the
it only
only
matters for the
chance
sitting government.
the only chance the governing party has is the fact that the leader of the opposition has not electrified the electorate. There's no one clamoring for you. There may be someone clamoring to fire the other guy.
Right.
And I think a lot of people clamoring to fire
Fight the other guy, but that's always the case. That's the case about 90% of the time.
Not necessarily. When Mr. Ingram won his last election, people were clamoring for him. That's simply the best was simply the best because they wanted you.
Pop in the league in his own though.
No, it's not even a league. It's when they wanted Mr. Christie do. When Mr. Christie flying, it's amazing.
Yeah,
and he glowing.
and they sent Papa home.
Because they wanted him
That's how they wanted them. They all put them out
equally.
That's what they wanted.
But we saying is there's no one clamoring for. Mr. Christie was an electrifying figure. And he could be electrifying in good ways and bad ways. But he was an electrifying figure. Mr. Ingram the same way. Mr. Penland the same way. Mr. Menace, as we've talked about, was not an electrifying figure.
Was not.
No, was not.
He's
Definitely not.
electrifying now.
He was not a unifying presence. He was simply in place.
And so and in addition to that, your argument, you're saying there's no ground. I was saying this for the last 2 years.
There's no groundswell.
That I felt no ground before Dorian.
Right.
That there was no groundswell. Dorian, there still was no groundswell. And I think up to now, I still don't sense a groundswell towards the Progressive Liberal Party.
Or the FNM. If we were to grade the FNM,
But no, we can leave the
seriously-
FNM. But let's
Right.
talk about the Progressive Liberal Party. I don't sense this thing. Boy, listen, we got to put Brave in.
But why?
I don't sense that.
But why?
And you would think it should be there
Why?
because of the level of almost vitriol you hear in people's language when they speak about the sitting prime minister. You hear a lot of negative comments concerning him. However, that usually equates to we get on this side. But you only hearing that this go round.
This barbershop talk, so we can keep it 100.
Yeah, man.
We've been swinging people, and people been getting swinged for so long. And that's what it is. Just been swinging people and getting swinged. That it's at a point now where I know you're going to swing me,
Yeah.
but I'm mad with him.
Right.
So, yeah, you will win. But I don't want you to take what you say. And
Yeah. We ain't really listening.
I really listen to you.
It's like, okay, we ain't really want, like I said, we don't want him, yeah.
We don't want
you guys can put you.
We just gonna put you
You
here.
got to pass the time.
And then when someone else show up to take your job,
Then that's it.
then you gone.
But what you're saying is that's still the old elected. That's still the old elected who go in there and say, you know what? No disrespect to Cassius or anybody, but they go in and say, you know what? Man, I voting for Cassius this year, or I voting for NDP this year, or I voting for whatever, and they get in that box and they see that crowd
Right.
or see that torch. But it's like game on these two way.
Right.
I believe that's been a lot of people for the last probably 2-3 elections.
Yeah, but
they go in there and they say,
I think it's the
but
same.
I gain BDM, I gain Tower, I go in this.
Fight
They get in that box. Stop it. They get in that
We
box.
can't be getting into that.
They get in that box. They see the crowd. They see the torch, and they can't look no further.
No.
They can't look down the list, and they pick one of them too.
And the laughing stocks, that is the splinter groups. They make it easy.
Now, are you saying then
think they should
that? Because I wonder if you being consistent. Now, are you saying then that can happen again? Now
Yes.
we have another election. We have people go in that box,
Yes.
and they saying what is evolution? What's
What y'all list honey?
evolution? Right?
What y'all sign is
Evolution or revolution? Is it evolution?
Evolution.
Evolution,
Right. So-
revolution,
So
whatever.
you go in there with the evolution shirt on. You go in there,
Collusion.
you ready to go, you jam in,
and you lie.
and you get in that box,
Absolutely.
and you see the crab,
Or the FNM.
and you see the torch,
Yeah.
and you believe you still
Yeah.
think a lion's share of the people
Absolutely.
picking between that torch and that crab.
Yes.
So it means
Absolutely.
that destroys your early argument
No, it
about the 40% undecided.
No, they undecided.
They undecided.
They undecided.
Between them two.
Or between them two.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is. But they know they
You really believe that's still the case?
Yes.
How they say it? The lesser of two evils.
understood.
So what?
You
I've been heavily influenced for the last couple of weeks.
you can't get clients now, you know. I don't go there that often. I was in there one morning. I say, oh boy, he gone.
Yeah.
I look at my client walk inside and say, oh Lord, he gone. He gone.
And
He
listen to me.
gone.
They're
You know I
gonna be-
gone too.
Listen to me. And
I
that's what I'm
believe that. That nonsense you was spitting out the other day. I do not
Listen to
believe.
me.
I don't know who they can fool it.
During
Nonsense.
election night, the election, when you see coupled seats, you will know. You will determine
Where it is.
how bad what was happening. If the seat of what's the seat free down? If free down, if late in the night you still worrying about who win free down, it's not a good night for the PLB.
How about that? Yeah.
And that's the point we're making. It's not a good night for the PLB.
And my personal belief.
Well, we said Peter. Let me tell you, we said free down isn't gone. It's gone. Mean it's gone where? I know. I don't know.
Saying they're going PLP.
They going PLP?
If it ain't staying, it gone.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a telltale, that's a bellwether seat.
Let's we have 15 minutes left. Let me do this. I know we cut off a lot of topics. Let's go here. Yamakro. What y'all think?
Unya McGraw.
FNM.
That's Ellsworth Johnson.
And who else?
And
And
young
Joe Beck?
guy.
I think that's
No.
the next leader. That's the next leader of FNM.
FNM.
It's Ellsworth Johnson. And
Yeah, on record would say that. I think that's the next.
what's the
leader.
guy's
Who
name?
the rest
He's an old union guy, I think. The guy. Who
Oh, that's the brother. That's the
Zane
right.
Lightmore.
Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So yeah, I thought he was a good guy.
I think that's
Um,
I don't think he can take him.
No.
What's happening?
I don't think he can take him.
All right. Who else we got? Let's go Elizabeth. That's
That's Joe Beck.
PLB.
You think Doc gone?
Really? I disagree.
That's been a tough seat
For a minute.
for a minute.
Yeah,
But even in back to back, eh?
I disagree.
No, you mean about that?
No.
No.
He can win it back to back now.
All right then.
All right.
Okay.
It was him, then Ryan. It was Ryan, then Nimmy. No, it was him, then Ryan.
if he
You
is in
only want to see one.
if he
You
is
wanna
in
see one?
if he is in Parliament, if he in Parliament, the PLB having a rough night.
He in Parliament.
The PLB having a rough night then. They having a rough night.
I think,
And I think they got a
I
rough
think she have a
night.
chance. I think she have a chance.
They having a rough night.
I think
She
so.
had, don't get me wrong. She
I think
has
she have
a
a
chance.
chance.
I think it's gonna be close.
I think if we go east, I think the PLB win
That is a seat.
three of the four
That is
seats in the
that is a
Let's-
seat.
three of the four seats.
That is a seat that should be PLB.
What,
If
Elizabeth-
that seat,
Elizabeth said? Elizabeth said.
Elizabeth, and that Elizabeth can just see. If that seat is a seat you looking at, you battling hard for, you in trouble.
I think
Seabreeze.
Seabreeze. I think might get it too.
Seabreeze is the yellowest of yellow.
I think the only seat in the
Yeah.
only seat in the east
The yellowest of
is
yellow.
Yamagra.
Seabreeze is-
The only half of them seat need is Yamagra
Yam and
And
Sinance.
Sinance.
and Sinance. Yeah.
Who's Sinance is
It's
too young.
Sinance is whoever. Don't
Yeah,
even-
it doesn't matter.
don't even-
It don't matter.
Whoever.
It don't matter.
Whoever. boss.
So you saying the sports guy for PLB don't stand a chance?
No
No,
chance.
no.
No chance.
I think so.
No chance.
No chance.
I believe I in Sinance.
Yeah. He can get his deposit
Who
back.
is
As,
it? How come it was Sinance?
That's crazy.
he can get his deposit.
Why do gotta be in Sinance?
Yes,
I'm
he
in
is.
Sinance.
He can get his deposit
You want
back.
Yamagra?
No.
No.
He can get a
I mean, I live in Yamagra,
yeah.
but apparently I can't vote in
He can
Yamagra.
get his deposit back as that person as that.
Who are the Providence in Sinance?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Which is why again I tell you that's you don't have to worry about that. That's taken care of.
Nassau Village.
Come on, man.
Look at this. That's winning.
Come on. No, Nassau Village is whoever. Come on.
Yeah.
Who running in Nassau?
Nassau Village used to be a tough seat, you know.
Nassau Village is,
I'm surprised
the
you said,
Union
like,
lady-
you sure
the
it ain't so
Union
tough?
lady.
The one who's dancing the other day.
Yeah, the Union lady.
And the thing is, I actually believe
And
because of her personal popularity, she can make that competitive.
very
I
interesting.
mean, Nicole Martin. I don't
right,
think
yeah.
that's no show in for the.
Oh,
for
no,
the
that's
joint.
it.
I
that's
think,
a-
I
that's
think
a
she
show.
get beat.
That's
But
a
I
show.
think she's
But
going to
who
make
she
it
running
very...
against? She running against?
I know.
I
I got the list
don't-
here the other day. and I
All right, let's
supposed
keep
to
on
send it to
going.
you.
Let's keep on going. Pinewood.
Go on.
Go on, bro.
Where you dig? Where it is now.
Who in Vinewood?
If something going
One
on
line
in
would be-
there,
That's Laroda and Ruben.
Oh, it's Ruben
Oh, yeah,
Ramen?
Ruben.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, Ruben get beat. No, sir.
but I think that could be the coalition.
No, sir.
I think that's the coalition best showing in Pinewood.
I give him a shot at that.
And the problem is the coalition eating the F&M votes in that particular constituency.
I think Coalition can do very well inside, and Coalition can do very well inside Pinewood. I believe.
And I ain't getting as fast very well. They can get the deposit back.
I mean, very well for a third party for somebody like Coalition. What do you think very well is?
Well, they get the deposit back last time, so I need you to double what you do last time.
I think 400 over 400 is very well.
No, man, Brown get over 1,000, man. Brown's
You
running
can't.
the-
No, but Brown was sitting in the chat. Brown was sitting in the.
Yeah, but you the coalition. You promised people in half the country.
And how much votes in?
What's a tougher spot? You ain't got to do that for the people in the back there. They
Where's-
only,
where is it,
they only
Pinewood?
want you dance up.
Where this is Pinewood?
Yeah.
You've been on the ground in Pinewood for the last 5 years. You been there. You been in one damn thing. Not when you promising the people natural resources,
And not when you promise them 100
I
grand.
don't want you to think this can't be no other violence.
but you promised the people 100 grand in natural resources.
$100.
You can't carry that.
Let's keep on going. South Beach.
Oh, come on now.
Who in South Beach?
That gone.
Who in South Beach?
South Beach is a seat where the Minister of Education now resides.
Oh, yeah, he gone.
That gone.
Y'all think so?
Yeah,
COB gone there.
he gone.
Ooh, Watson
Not Watson.
No, Watson and being done.
Coach basketball team.
or Mario?
No.
South Beach.
Who Mario is? Mount Mariah.
University.
South Beach is one of them.
Barker's rule.
South.
No, if that's who it is, he get beat.
Okay.
Marcus can be?
Yeah,
If Mr. Roll,
Barker's get beat.
get beat in the back there, the PLP could back up.
They finished.
They could back
All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
beat,
I
man.
think next in line is Carmichael. Golden Gates.
Golden Gates is-
Golden Gates, Miss Glover.
What do you think? What do you think of Golden Gates?
Yeah, she been there. Miss Glover been there.
Oh, that's just PLB for them.
Yeah, PLP.
That's P.O.
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pia?
Pia.
Oh, yeah.
That gone.
So they Pia got that.
Yeah.
You say I duck in the inner city. I ain't on the inner city yet. So you think Pia got Golden Gates?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Carmichael.
That's a tougher one, actually. Some people saying Mr. Bannister may survive,
Yeah, he can survive.
but
Bannister
he
can not.
running against.
Bannister
He
gone.
running against.
No, Bannister gonna
He
not
running
be.
against a very stronger incumbent who ran the last time.
Yeah, I think he gone, man. I think
Mr.
gone.
Bell. That's a tough seat.
Belly never win it. Belly never win that.
No, but he ran. He ran
before. Yeah, you say incumbent. No, he really
Sorry,
incumbent.
incumbent. Yeah, but he ran before.
He
And
ran
he's
before.
a known entity, a known factor.
Okay.
Honestly, going now.
Golden Eyes.
No, man, I think so. Golden Eyes. That's your boy. He gone.
Well, that's one of the true toss-ups, though. But
He
for
gone, man.
But for different
Oh, no,
reasons.
he's 12 binds. He's 12 binds.
Who in Golden Eyes?
Golden Eyes is Von Miller and
Von Miller get beat.
who's on for the F&M? I don't know. Who's on
I know who it is, but
his
Von Miller get beat.
former campaign general for the F&M is running in his
Yes.
running against him.
really?
Yeah.
He get beat.
That's a funny. That's like that. That's a true
That's
toss-up.
interesting.
That's a true
Southern
toss-up.
Shores.
They say BLP.
Who's Sudden Choice?
Frankie Campbell and
Frankie
Rev.
get beat.
That's Pastor Major.
Boston Major.
I think Frankie could hold on.
No, Frankie get beat.
Again, if you think Frank get all on, then you saying F&M gonna win.
Frankie get beat.
You think so?
Yeah. Frankie get beat.
You can see why. You can see why. And short order why I tell you.
I ain't voting. The people ain't even typing. They just listening.
Listen to
They
me.
typing.
And that if you are a PLP and you in Nassau battling, you are in and you having to fight a war in Nassau, you in trouble. Then you lose.
Because based on what you're saying now, you only give the F&M St. Anthony. St. Anthony, Michael. Yeah, that's all you give them.
Yeah, I know what I give them. I talk about the rest of them.
But you see what you're doing. That's only St. Anthony. I didn't go on. I didn't reach. You know how far it is now? I didn't call Labrador.
Sir, I know exactly what I am doing.
I hadn't called Labrador.
There are other people
You telling me from I didn't go away from Eastern Road to Curl Harbor.
I give
and you give it F&M 2 seat.
2 seat.
Kalani. So we have 3 now.
3.
Okay.
So
You ain't find no one.
Yeah, we get you now.
Kalani.
We have 3 for the F&M.
3 for the F&M.
What you up best?
Yeah. 3 for
All
the
right.
F&M in Nassau.
So you're coming.
And Barnes and
you go anywhere, that can something just happen.
and Mr. Barnes and Mr. Barnes. No, ain't no something just happened. That's you could do that. Nothing you could do with that. Barnester, Mr. Barnester in Carmichael, I tell you, I'm not sure. That could go either way.
All right, let's come around.
Let's come
Let me
around.
tell you with
All right,
that.
so you go.
I come around. Let's come around.
Go ahead.
Fort Charlotte.
Gone.
Alfred says.
Gone.
Yeah, Alfred said.
Gone with the swiftness.
And I
Go
hate
on.
to say
Wow.
that, but
When the poll closed,
I think that's one of the shortest seats.
Y'all serious?
People crying in the city.
when the polls closed,
Alfred says
When
to
the polls-
walk
when the polls
away
typically closed, 7?
with Fort Charlotte.
Yeah.
They get over for 3
Yeah,
o'clock.
6 or 7.
By 3:30 they know who won.
Alfred says to
All right.
he can run away with that.
All right. Mount Moriah.
Boy, all right. Mama Raya, boy. I think
One of the toughest seats again.
that's
what do you name?
that's Mario.
What's the
Mario and Dames.
Mr. Dames.
Mr. DM.
That's one of the toughest seats.
No, I know Mario Gardens.
Mario and Mama Raya, eh?
No,
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 he's gotten this with you.
yeah.
Mr.
I know they.
Mr. Dames is one of the tougher
Who's
incumbents to
Mama Raya?
take. I think Mr. Dames
Oh,
survived.
yeah, he went.
Mr. DM's with
Mikhail Bonamy.
I think Mr. Dames survived.
Yeah,
I mean, based on what I've heard, he's been an amazing.
Mr. Dames is one of the
farmer.
12 to 13 F&Ms I think survived.
he going against Mikhail Bonamy. I know who that is.
All right. Tall Pines.
12 miles. That's a PLB.
That's my consistency.
That's PLB. Your
Yeah,
boy
that-
gone,
yeah,
man.
He gone.
He gone,
Man,
man.
Don been working in there, man. You know,
Gone.
Don-
Gone waking up.
Gone.
Because it's my consistency, I won't tell you all. I won't tell you all.
Gone.
You don't live there. You don't know what he did.
But that's a very good question.
Gone.
Mr. Bell has been around there very much so, Mr. Bell.
Gone.
Ask him. Ask him about any of you ever do around there.
Anyway, let me keep on going.
Well,
I just asked the questions. I keep asking.
Mr. Sanders will claim that he fixed the dumb issue, which is true. The F&M government fixed the dumb issue. Oh, absolutely not. But the F&M government fixed the dumb issue, right? So, but that can help Mr. Dames more. The dumb issue can help Mr. Dames more and Mount Moriah than it will help him in all bounds. Yeah.
Okay. Let's
That
keep on
actually,
going.
the dumb issue we actually save is really the issue that can really save Mr. Dames. And the fact that crime was on this portfolio.
All right. Let's keep on going. Being done.
Who? Come on, man.
I had Travis.
Travis Robinson.
I had Travis the champion in there.
Travis Robinson.
Oh, you don't be listening.
No.
I work at a barbershop.
All right, then.
You didn't Jarvis win. You didn't Jarvis be Wayne Watson.
Yes. Yes.
I ain't asking you. I hear he get
Listen, Wayne Watson but he done employ so much innocent people.
You
Mr.
hear what I say?
Mr. Robinson,
All right,
Mr. Robinson has tried. Mr. Robinson has done what he could do. Mr. Robinson only could go so far.
Mr. Robertson.
You all think so?
That's a contingency that when the election is closed, by 5 o'clock, that went over.
No. By 5 o'clock.
By 5 o'clock, that went over.
We ain't watching that.
That as Mr. Ramsey can tell you, that crescendo rolling straight down from Fort Charlotte, rolling straight down the debate.
Yeah, buddy. Pretty much.
St. Barnabas.
Straight.
St. Barnabas.
And this
I didn't try to get that.
and this is it. Mr. Cartwright is universally known as a good MP by two sides, but he gone. He gone.
What?
No, boy. I
will win that seat.
think Akitas can beat them. I think Akitas can beat them.
Only winning because of road.
I think Akitas can beat them. You think Akitas can beat them?
Because the wave was rolling.
No, man. But he went because of the wave, right? But he do work though.
And he has,
He do work though.
sir,
It don't have nothing to
Brian, I will argue to you that in the history of the Bahamas, Branville McCartney, when he come for working for people, was one of the best MPs in the country. Ask him what CD represent. He ain't got nothing to do with you.
He's a good fella.
Listen,
You skip a seat, by the way.
We ain't going there. You ain't stay yet.
Or you intentionally going to the Ministry of Health seat. We coming back to that.
I come back.
Okay, you come back. All right.
I say going around and they come in the
Yeah,
middle.
because that one interesting.
I come in the middle.
That one's very interesting.
I come in the middle. All right. So because I ain't really called off. I ain't caught off Gardner's yet. He jumped the boat. with
I went
Gardner's.
over. All of
So
it.
I gone to Barnabas, and
I
you
get cut.
actually believe.
Yeah, that good. Cardinals and Barnabas.
Y'all believe St. Barnabas. You believe Shannon Knock loses St. Barnabas.
No, I think so.
And I think he's a very good MP. No,
If they had run somebody, if they had run somebody else besides Alcides, I would say anybody would lose. But I don't see Alcides beating them. Alcides ain't never done where he ran the first time out in the back there.
Some people think he did. Depends who you ask.
It ain't gonna do the person.
some
people-
Mr. Alcides is a PLP, a known entity for PLP. The people know him and they comfortable with him. The people in that constituency going back home because they want what they want.
But you don't know what that seat is, though.
But I mean, just knowing how
Let's see when he been established. Alcides action for this.
Alcides is one of the blue-eyed boys, meaning that they're seen as future.
Yeah.
So I don't think they would have put him in any place that they wasn't sure about.
People on the ground, fam. And again, you ain't gonna never hear Mr. Alcides say a negative word about Mr. Cartwright's performance in there. Mr. Cartwright is doing an admirable job.
Alcides is a person. He's born and bred Happy Church of God. He's
Yeah.
no longer there now.
Yeah.
But he's still there. No longer there, but he's still there. So
Yeah.
he's a good man. He's a good man.
Yeah.
I like
you
him.
ain't get him ripping Mr. Cartwright around town.
No, he's a good man.
Mr. Cartwright, as I said, Mr. Cartwright is one of the better MPs in this country. He just happened to run in a very bad seat.
You want to say
So-
good on it?
Let's go back. Let's. So what did you say, God knows? You think Mario got it?
Yeah, man.
Who Mario going against?
It don't matter.
Is Branson running again?
No.
Oh, Branson's running
No,
anymore?
Mr. Roller's running.
Okay, all right. So, you think Mario got? Wow, all right, coach. I know you're born and bred in Garden Hills. I know that. Their homestead in Garden Hills. Huh?
It is that he born and bred. I still say it just because you represent the
No, that
right.
has some value. Though. Y'all kind of people ain't got no.
You
Like our
can't
people.
understand that though.
If you can't say that, don't mean nothing, man. If
That means
somebody
something.
born and
Garden
bred
Hills
in an
is
area,
a Garden Hills is a seat that typically is a swing seat.
all I say is you can't say that the man born there.
How much votes born and bred you could actually say I could give you?
I born free down. What that mean?
You ain't running.
There are brethren there who can see. There are brethren there who will see.
He wouldn't
Tito
get the
battle.
he wouldn't get the boss at
I might do him get 10 votes. Talking
No.
about-
I mean, if you were with an established party, there are people who would look and say, "Well,
Oh no,
that's Tito."
Once you understand, that's
That's
what
what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
So no, but so you saying it don't matter? I'm telling you,
It
it does matter. It
adds
has value.
value.
T-
It ain't gonna do with him though.
right, but Tito said
But it
because
adds
Tito said
value.
in this wave, it didn't have nothing to do with them. Because he's saying if you put him on the next side, he'll be a born against the sea.
Yeah, he been born there.
Yeah.
He get away.
He get away.
He get away.
But before Pastor go on, if you listening to y'all, that's a clean sweep.
I don't know if you realize that.
After the 5 seats.
So what's the problem? What you said?
I don't think it can go like
Okay,
that.
but
though.
that's fine. But
Yeah.
you said you think it does.
I'm gonna see Chitty there for them.
Barros, I don't think go to that either. Let's keep on
Let's
going.
keep on going. I know what half of them seats is. So
Let's-
far,
let's keep on going.
I sat
How
up
much
myself.
you had not? You had 4.
No one
I have 5.
come in my chair yet. No one, not one person, not even the ones who's wear a color, say they willing to go that way. They rather not even say.
Exactly.
That's how bad it is.
Right.
Bam-
One person say, I still can go.
Bamboo Town.
And you have
Bamboo
places.
Town.
Okay, good. Bamboo Town.
That's Redwood Wells.
Surprisingly, I think Mr. Wells go hold his seat.
Ranbert, who we going again?
I think he go hold his seat.
No, I see nobody here for Bamboo Town. Who?
Sorry, Charlie friend. Sorry, you know Charlie? Charlie?
I know who Charlie. I know your friend is
You
though.
know, not them, Bamboo Down.
Who running in Bamboo Town?
And I asked him what he think. He tell you. I
Jeffrey.
think Mr.
Where Jeff Lloyd running? So
From
BJ.
what he tell me, I ain't gone.
Man, who running in Bamboo Town?
Mr. Wells.
Yeah, for the F&M. Who running for the BLB?
Mr. Wells has survived the last two cycles.
I mean, I gotta say, call him something. He
Leave
can't
them-
do
leave
him.
them, man.
No,
Mr.
I mean
Wells,
that negative.
yeah, Mr.
What-
Wells-
Like, you know, the location that you can't never stop.
And surprisingly, and the reason why
You can't get rid of him.
and the reason why
You can't get rid of him.
so comfortable saying that is because I said to someone
Come on for them.
who is a real
You'll be
political
paid,
procrastinator. I said to them,
You'll be
boy, he gone. They said, boy, no, boy. So you will be surprised. He's a captain with 9 lives.
Some people get favor on their
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Don't care you want to do
Yeah.
it. Some people get favor on their life.
Yeah.
And,
Say you ask anyone. Say even if they take
I
him,
don't, I
it
don't
ain't gonna be
care
easy.
what they say about nowhere bones buried, no this, no the other. Some people got favor on their
Yeah.
life. And I think that brother's one brother who just
Yeah.
got favor.
I tell you, but you
Any
can't.
way you could slice up
It
like
ain't gonna be easy to take him.
No.
you know, because if years ago, if you all said this politically like a railroad lasts as long, no, everybody would laugh you down.
Pretty
Right.
much.
Especially with the group he was in. If you look
They
at him
were
and you say
laughing
he's the
like-
one still standing.
Like that, but like him, no man.
Okay.
Something but favor. You can't play favor.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how it is, what you think you know, favor something else.
Remember now, he started in that constituency with the PLB. Then he switched to the F&M.
You may go. You never know. You may go evolution next. Go
That
on.
is- that's what I tell you.
And then you did it again. Then you know what? This is my prime minister.
That didn't hurt him. So in his particular case, I gave him that seat.
Marathon.
A PLB.
Who running the BLB?
Lisa.
The new lady.
Lisa.
I thought she's running for the F&M. So who running for the F&M?
That's Romy seat.
Yeah.
Who seat that is?
Mr. Ferreira.
Oh, he lose that.
Yeah, you get beat.
What?
You refer to him as Mr. Ferreira. I know Romy.
Yeah.
All right, got him.
You get beat.
Who call her? Who call her?
did.
You call her?
Yeah,
I apologize,
Yes,
Mr.
Mr. Ferreira.
Let me call him Romy. That's a personal friend.
Yeah.
Now you're personal friend.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah,
so
you get beat.
y'all think I'm
Oh, with the swiftness.
Yeah, he just like Alfred says.
Yeah, with the
He make no sense. 12 o'clock, you can count
why
that.
y'all stop that?
Yes. No.
Y'all really believe that?
Yes. Yeah.
12 o'clock, you
That's
can
the
count that.
by 3 o'clock.
But
Yeah,
you
He
can
can,
let
he
me
can be barking up his
Yeah,
office.
yeah.
He good to go.
Delta.
When I come to church,
Uh.
I driving through Cloud Road.
Yeah.
All I see is y'all.
Yeah, with the swiftness.
That's only one street.
She
That's
get
all I need to see.
she get more powerful than anyone.
Listen to me.
Yeah. But I had she down there what you can do though.
Yeah.
All I see is y'all. You all think I getting?
It is easy to work when you're in
Let-
the bar. No?
No,
Let's
that which is true.
let's
Yeah.
keep on going. Let's get a little dicey now. Centerville.
Chumo.
What dicey with that?
Yeah. Ain't nothing
True.
nice with
Ain't
that.
that dicey with that?
That-
It was
that-
dicey the last time to be.
That ain't even be close.
Chumo, just like Alfred says them. They,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ain't
they
gonna be close.
clean,
5:30.
they clean sweep.
By 3:30. By 3:30.
By- By 3 o'clock.
I know
Like
one
here.
thing. If you go by Chumo headquarters at 12 o'clock, you eat free.
Yeah, but
Party it.
Say true.
Yeah, by 3 o'clock.
but the good, but the
But
good.
you really raking them in.
I reckon him. But the good,
Oh, here we go. Patricia DeVoe running the Bamboo
but
Town.
the good part about it is
Yeah, she got
for the good part about it is for the F&M candidate down there is you don't have no parliamentary seat, so you don't have no card to deliver to nobody. So after the election, you could just slide on.
Yeah.
See, the most embarrassing part was
When
when
you
you have the
gotta
people
get a
car
car.
and they got to carry the car
No, but
back.
I get in the car before you left.
Because you know when the radio and thing change, some of them on burn file and office door kind of
Yeah.
thing, So the good part about it is that boy said that ain't got work.
Yeah, Lisa Raman running Marathon.
Yeah. All right. Delta waited for me to call this, but I don't think they call it. Eggless did.
Oh, come on, man.
Glennis, man.
So
She went before the elections.
Yeah.
that wasn't the close. They got announced that.
No, they haven't got no. That
Eggless
was
did gone.
Jamal Strong on the Nassau Village.
So we did that. That's all in Nassau.
Who this?
Jamal Strong.
Who you running for?
Freetown. Sorry, Freetown.
Free Don, we in Monroe.
Who in Freetown?
We in Monroe.
Freetown gone.
Who in Freetown?
We in Monroe.
And who else?
Or the Agley. Where the
Yeah,
Agley?
Glenn Freetown?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tourist guy.
What you think, Burroughs?
He get punch right on.
Alright.
But people, no, he get blended.
Hold on, man.
The whole monarchy.
Give on,
See,
give on,
you don't know how that boundary cut.
That's the only way.
You don't know how that boundary cut.
But you can't. What we say about certain shots?
Layer. Think about it. Hold on.
How people do?
Who gonna say certain shots?
The nigga ain't literally do nothing.
Certain shots. Leroy Major. Who that?
Oh,
He's a pastor.
Leroy Major.
I know
He's a
what.
pastor.
I don't know who have a certain shots for the half of them.
But we already
Frankie
called it. We
Gamble.
don't give.
Frankie
We don't
Gamble.
give that.
Gamble.
Yeah, we don't get that.
I get it the boss major.
We don't get that. The
got it.
master major.
Yeah, man, come on, man. You know, tall mice, no Michael David on that. Though.
Yeah.
You saying your boy?
Well, I live in. No, he didn't say anything. I live in Don. I
I only asked the
Well,
question
he didn't
twice.
say anything. I didn't say anything in Don Barnes. I later, and I don't want to give away my voice information because I still look at it for them.
So y'all don't think Brother Frankie can get him?
No,
such
I
and
don't
such?
know.
No, brother Frankie.
Frank is a good voice man now.
You go to the Family Islands?
Yeah, we gonna. That's the half of them strong. Oh, that's what they keeping them together.
Family Islands?
I just was stay consistent that I ain't vote no way. I just called enough the places.
Family has to keep the half of them together.
Exuma.
Come on, now.
Come on, yeah, man. Come on.
But if I was the half of them, I'd split zoom in too.
The same thing happened to.
I would make 40. I would make 40 constituencies, and I would split zoom in too.
Last night, they listened in too.
Who run it?
Because I think the half of them actually. If you were to split Exuma, I think the half of them could win a seat in Exuma as long as
I have heard some amazing things about the FNM candidate in Exuma.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah, that's Miss.
They can lose.
That's it.
I don't even know her name. I've heard some things about her that she's a former. Number one, that's a big thing. I don't care what y'all say. She's a former teacher.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
And she's on the union too or something, right?
And I heard that as well.
Yeah. She
so
make it.
those things carry a lot of value.
Yeah, they carry as much.
Yeah, but yeah, she put him plenty brush on Chester.
Yeah, she ain't but no brush.
Yeah, man.
I heard the same thing.
Putting brush on Chester.
Let me tell you something. When things were at its best politically for the FNM, that's when the people was against the PLP. Mr. Cooper won comfortably. The situation has reversed now. Okay? So now you fighting against the wave. In and out. Mr. Cooper is quite safe. But if you were to split that seat,
Then you think
then I think the FNM have a chance, actually.
Long Island.
Long
Oh,
Island.
FNM.
Abago. South North.
Very interesting. I believe that could be split. I believe the FNM can carry one
South
side.
North, they get John Binder.
I think the
Second.
FNM can carry one side and the PLP can carry one side.
Which side? You think my good friend is good in North
I think
who's your good friend?
for the FNM?
What is his name?
Mr. Foreign Affairs. Enfield.
Mr. Enfield.
I think Mr. Enfield going on the next side.
On the next side.
Kirk Cornish running for North Abago.
Yeah.
You believe
Yeah.
Enfield gone?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Enfield is going in.
Who running? Whichever running in the former PM constituency, I believe that's the position who go win. And
That's Enfield.
Oh, but that's the position who go win.
No, I think Enfield can get beat. And then I think the other person go win.
All right. Well, either way, me and you have it 1-1.
1-1. I have it 1-1.
I have it 1-1.
So Kirk Cornish running for North Abago, and then John Binder the second
I have it 1-1.
running for South now.
The PLP has won South a few times.
I have it 1-1.
But nobody you saying now.
That's
You
not your
said
boy.
former Prime Minister seat
That's
can win.
not, what his name is?
The former prime minister is running. Used to run in North Abago.
That's what I'm saying. And I said the PLP has won South several times.
That's me and you in agreement. Oh, well, not in agreement, but you saying that was the seat. Typically, you would think the PLP would have
I thought you would get them the
Mr. Burrows thinking he flipping
I
it.
think Mr. Enfield gone. But I think the next side can stay.
I mind there is some bitterness because of the whole all that stuff like that. I get your point. I see your point. You
But
said
I thought that happened in the South.
No.
No.
And reverse it.
Yes.
Okay, then he right then. Then I would lean to his opinion. I mean, we both saying they come with
1-1.
Yeah.
But
They come
I
out
agree with
1-1.
you.
They can split that.
I see why you saying in the stronger candidate.
Which
going
Andres?
in the next side.
Which
Yeah,
Andres?
okay, I see what you do. I see what you do.
So Andres is your boy.
It don't
Leo-
matter
Miss
what
Leon,
Andres.
No.
don't
No.
matter
This the
what
shocker. This the shocker. Hey, y'all.
Go ahead.
I believe because Mr. Forbes is not running, that seat they're going FNM.
That's your boy. And that's a hometown boy. Running there.
No, we ain't running no more.
Yeah.
Hometown boy running.
No, I say it's a hometown boy, not the hometown boy.
Okay.
It's somebody from Andres. What do you name?
Andres is
Ken.
one of the only
Ken.
Andres is one of the only places you could travel around this country right now. And the anti-government sentiment ain't large.
You just said this now. You believe PLP can do South Andres?
Yes. Yes, I did. I said it on national radio too.
What?
Bold.
He name Ken. Somebody get his last name.
That's why I say no matter what you name.
I bold with it.
He can name Carlo Ramsey.
Right.
No, I ran
and
it.
that's it. And that's it. And history. Let's be blank. History will tell you. That's a bold statement.
That's
What?
a big statement.
Watch and see that.
You say which Andres you say?
So
South.
Oh no. Sir Andres
Yes.
is Leon Landy for the BLB.
Right.
He ain't lose that.
Okay then.
Yeah, he running against Ken.
Okay then.
Ken from there for now.
Okay.
You think North Andres?
North Andres is your
Not understand them.
North Andres is
North Andres?
North Andres is Leonardo Lightborn.
Voice
Andres
the incumbent. All right.
Who's the incumbent?
I would say,
I almost side with you on that Leo get beat.
Think Leo Gabby?
But I know I say I almost side with him on
I
that.
said you think Leo Gabby?
I ain't sure about that.
Because Leo's another warm down boy.
I think
Yeah, but
I
you ain't been there for a little while, so
the F&M is stronger in Andres than they are in Nassau.
You saying that the FNM could sweep Andres?
Sweep Andres. The governing party of this country now could do better in the Family Islands than they can do in New Providence.
But they ain't doing too good to go on. But you won't get them.
Absolutely.
He said the FNM was the Fire Islands was there.
Family Islands, they're stronghold.
But I mean, you get them one in Abaco. You say they could get
Two in Andres.
2 or 1 in Andres.
2 in Andres.
You literally get them on.
I giving them the whole Andres. I tell
Two
you.
in Andres,
2 in
one
Andres,
Abaco,
1 Abaco.
and they don't and
And they get Long Island.
And Long
Long Island.
Yeah.
That's 4. So
Elutra.
altogether that's 9.
Elutra, 2.
They can sweep Lutra.
Sweep it.
So now that's 11.
North and South.
So that's 11 for the FNM.
now I go with you on that.
North
I believe
answer.
they be Lutra too.
Oh,
Think Clay get beat?
North and South.
Yeah, I believe so too. I believe I with you on that.
Booming.
Can I-
Booming. They could just stop whatever they got. They only ride their ass to them people.
Yeah, let's have it all.
My family members say the people who they ride their ass. I say no, no. We've got this island wicked.
So right now you got 11 for the
I had
FNM.
11 for the FNL.
All right, Mike Yal, which is interesting. Mike Yal is interesting.
That's the seat.
People
I
think
ain't
that's
sure.
your given.
Let me say
That's the
this.
seat I ain't sure.
These tears,
These joke and laughing.
These tears,
they can get shocked.
these tears, this lady. But you would be very surprised how strong with that she actually is with her people. And
I think the public can be surprised.
and the
I can be surprised.
and the fact that y'all like to laugh at this woman don't sit well with her constituents.
They ain't like that.
They don't like that. And you speak that, and there's only a couple of them. So if y'all don't believe me, any of y'all who know someone from down there, you go talk to them, and you can get a rude awakening.
Why is it McIntosh running for them? For the BLD? Who is this? Why his face look familiar?
Let me see. I know the name.
Some down boy from right down now.
Is he the engineer?
Yeah, I ain't sure about that seat. Listen, that's the seat I ain't sure.
I ain't sure about it
Yeah,
either.
I ain't sure about that.
I ain't sure about it
You want
either.
to show me, my God?
Yeah,
All right, so you got one tosser. Right now, the FNM state.
No, Peter got her.
You got to
No, I have a toss up. I ain't sure about it.
Okay, all right.
But I don't think she.
I-
People laughing at her. People think that's a push. That ain't no push.
Yeah, I think it's
All right, so
I
right
know
now,
that-
so right now,
by
you're just
long
sitting at
shot.
11.
I said 11.
Now here we go. Here's the big one.
I think
Here's
some.
the big one. Let's
Hold on,
let's
hold
go
on.
to the big one.
Okay.
He is an engineer. There you go. He's a
Oh,
civil
yeah,
engineer,
yeah,
structural and civil engineer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Big one.
Okay. Yeah, he's a good engineer. Good guy.
He's a good guy because he's an engineer.
Yeah, all engineers good guys.
Yeah.
You're really biased. You wasting
Civil
nothing
and
from
Now we rolling. We getting some big seat now.
Let's
Let's
go
go.
now. Grand Bahama.
Grand Bahama.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go
see Grand
West End
Bahama.
and Bimini.
West End and Bimini. His name is Obadiah.
Gone?
Gone.
They go be ready
He
again.
was brought back to take the guy that back.
They go be
All right.
ready.
Pine Ridge.
Ginger Moxie.
This the funny thing.
Where
F
Malcolm Pine is
This the
running
funny.
independent.
I think Mark trying to be a real spoiler.
for the FNM though.
Yeah, I think that's a difficult one.
So Ginger might walk away with it.
No, I think Ginger can still get beat. I think Mark can get the shocky lifetime.
You don't think Malcolm Bull is off?
I think Mark.
No.
I think
No.
Mark. I think Mark.
See the Tito say before Tito leave now. They only vote for him.
No, and
'Cause
only-
he is riding.
No,
He's riding
but
away.
that's not the problem. The problem is Mark think them people who support them are not PLP. When it's time for election,
They
you
give a go?
realize they good. They done been on. They never live. I gotta understand the support he think he have, he don't have.
You don't think Mark get it, man?
No.
I think so. They don't.
People say backing for rude awakening. A rude awakening.
I ain't he get it.
East End, the former deputy prime minister.
Yeah, that's the FNMC.
all right. So that going.
Yeah.
Where Iron at?
I think he
Iron
lost.
again.
You think Iron would lose?
Yeah.
Iron was a major weight.
I think they okay, so it's 5 seats in Grand Bam, 6 seats.
Pine Ridge, East Grand Bahama.
Make sure we have the number.
West End, Bimini.
Because I think it's going
Marco
3.
City is 3 point?
Huh?
No.
I think it's going 3-2.
Yeah, Marco City is 3-1.
I have
Marco
Mr. Wilscombe and another PLB person winning a seat in Grand Bam.
I think it's one. Is it High Rock?
All right, so East Grand Bahama, you get James Roll Turner, right? That's East Grand Bahama. James Roll Turner.
So the PLB guys.
That's PLB guys.
So the former. Okay, so to me the strongholds are the Marco City seat,
East End.
And then Curtis Hollingsworth.
And-
He's the coach. I think
and-
he used the coach.
I know name.
and Pine Ridge.
Yeah, I think he used the coach of I'm
Now
mistaken.
you say not you used. I think that Mr. Lewis. I don't think that's a short seat.
He ran in the Marco City. Eh?
Oh, Mr. Lewis.
Yeah.
I don't know what you.
If he run in Marco City, I think that's a short. He win that one.
He's done some major weight down there.
Listen, I think it's 3-2, 4-1 either way.
4-1.
He say 4. I think it's 3-2, 4-1.
What about Lord, what boy name? Pedad.
I had him as the third, you know.
People say don't even look at Pedad and they say he got that. That's why
I had him as the third.
They got him as 4-1. Free ball is 4-1.
4-1. Well, that's a strong.
They can get West End.
That's a strong one.
4-1.
Okay, you know what? I just go with you.
4-1.
I go with you.
So
You got them at 4-1.
y'all look at that based on what y'all say. They're having them like that's what 17 is they.
Both,
Bassa,
About
it ain't gonna be
14,
what
about-
they think it could be.
I start off by telling you, I think it's anywhere from 12 to 15.
He did say that.
15 is max.
I ain't sure
15 for
that
15
sweep
for the half of them.
Yeah.
that sweep you giving New Providence I mean happen like that. That's a major sweep you'd be up in then.
Yeah, sweep. You could get it at that sweep. That sweep. We didn't talk about the
then
Fox
you
LC.
looking-
We didn't talk about the Fox
Oh,
LC.
we
We
need-
need,
Fox
we
it.
need to talk about that.
You know that game back.
we don't
That
need
game
to
back.
talk
You know
about
that game back.
Oh, I know it. I know it. Get back.
He ain't getting my boy right now.
Let me know.
My boy right now.
That's why I say, let me know.
You think you get a chance?
Because I have some personal. I was supposed to, Mr. John Bender. I have some serious issues with what's happening with you.
Next show.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put it now.
Yeah.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, I have some serious issues with what's happening.
Oh, okay.
So I don't. But I still think. I think.
Why did Mr. Something that bitch?
But I know one thing, though. I know one thing. Listen to me. I say this to you. John Pender is the only person after I'm going to send it that could win it. And don't sleep on Mr. Bender. I think he lost that, but don't sleep on him.
So I got it. After I got the list,
Yeah.
I get a 21-18 PLB.
21-18.
Yeah.
But that's a good opposition.
That's what we need. I'll be perfect.
No man, we need Lincoln in there.
I'll be perfect. No.
No, you said that's what we need. We need Lincoln in there.
No, we need it.
We need someone who can stir the pot like that.
No.
That's what you want.
You want your shirt up?
21-18 is perfect. The only reason why
That's too good to
the
call,
only issue we will have at 21-18 is the fact that Mr. Davis will make 21 of them cabinet ministers.
And I
Didn't he
disagree.
say he's giving a smaller cabinet?
He cannot at 21-18. Cannot function as
Ain't it?
can't function as government.
That's what we need.
No, but he can't do that because he can't go. You definitely can't govern the PLB like that.
That's what we need.
No, you can't. You can't govern the PLB like that. You can't.
So listen.
It is important.
I mean,
Listen to
I
me,
could be
gentlemen.
wrong. That's
Gentlemen,
You know how good we. You know.
Gentlemen.
If it is 21-18, one nice 14-man cabinet.
whoever is in power, F&M or PLP, and they've been 21 seats since 18 opposition, there will be 21 members of the cabinet.
Or at best 19.
No, you know what? That's David.
We run the risk.
They take that chance. No.
It will be 21
Yeah, they can't take
members
that
of cabinet, and in that case, the only one that wouldn't have an official title is the prime minister. But all decisions will be made by the cabinet bombers, and they only come in the parliament to read off and they decide. There'll be no debate, none.
Ain't made no sense.
No,
I agree.
there'll be no debate.
They do it their way.
That's the only way. That is the only way they'll be able to govern.
But I see again 21-18 though.
what you see it going.
I gotta look at it again, but that sound too good to be true. That sound too good to be true.
I don't even want it 21-18.
What you wanted?
I wanted 19-20.
You wanted that type?
Yes,
That ain't happening either though. Ain't that happening?
that's the perfect. That's my dream.
That means it's 1919.
That means you gotta govern.
It's 1919.
You gotta govern.
In order for that to happen, everybody got to vote.
You gotta govern.
At least 85 of the registered voters have to vote in
That
order for it to be
means
like that.
you have to come to Parliament, and you can't come there with your special interest friend things, because that can't work. You have to govern.
Even for 1821,
That'll be
80% of the registered voters got to come out. to
That'll
vote.
be the sweetest thing. This country will be the sweetest it'll ever be.
That's why. But
You
that
see
ain't
it.
happen though.
No, it can't.
What's the most people ever? What, 66% of registered voters is the most ever vote?
We had 2217. The 2217. Let me tell you something. 2217.
What the other was?
That was under the Ingram administration. That was
That's
2007, 2012. That was a very strong opposition, right?
2007, you say?
2007, 2012.
They ain't really.
No, they were strong.
But they ain't really stopped nothing.
They stopped a lot.
What?
That BTC sale was supposed to be smooth. That ain't gone smooth. You forget it. That ain't gone smooth. You guys remember across the floor and all of that. That wasn't smooth. Plenty palpitations and heartburn going down. That same 2217. Because it gone from 2217 to
2316.
2118. 23.
2316.
That's where it ended it.
And then
Right.
and then it gone to 2217. Remember, because
They're
one
trying to
drop.
see how much percent of people voted.
Anyway, well, I know.
But see, the reason why that can't happen, like Boss says, you are two electrifying leaders to that point.
I don't know.
See? That's what they tell you all. You see, for the B2216, 92% voters showed up. Registered voters showed up. Stony with a car.
But that ain't mean the voter. Listen, you could have 92% of registered voters show up, and you could have 10 registered voters. That ain't mean that.
That's another thing. The point is how many people registered.
How many people registered to vote?
And I do
registered
think-
voters and turnout was 92%.
I think
registered voters.
But that ain't show you how much people was eligible to vote.
that's the next question.
Valid votes. Right?
No.
No.
Don, what
Of
the population,
Right.
of the eligible voters in the population,
Eligible
how much of
voters.
them registered?
All right.
See, that's how you know what the real
And
thing
I
is.
think this is another challenge too. When I hear about that call ringing the bell this week, how do you do that when there's still so much gray area with people who moved from different islands, this and that and the other? I think they far from being able to call an election if they won't get everybody in.
They should though. If I was somebody call election.
So before you go, so before you go,
Maybe I say call for Friday.
so the speculation, this was fine, clown. So before you go,
I would you, Pete.
I call it for
the
Friday.
speculation that
would too.
he call in early election because it's a chance that he could get overthrown as leader.
No, can't happen.
I think
You
so.
know that?
Yeah, I hear it.
I think so.
I've heard that. Which leader ever get overthrown?
By who?
And that's another thing by you. And then would body gurn into the election
Like,
in a battle like that?
leaders don't get overthrown.
Yeah, no.
See, we watch too much. We watch too much
Listen,
today on
man.
Netflix today.
I just talking about what he's talking about, what we heard.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I said I
And you know
agree.
where we heard it from. You know what I'm talking about.
Anyway,
Give it my search.
You always propagate nonsense.
I don't know. Listen, the views expressed on the Barbershop Talk show today
Hey,
is that
he's
of
making me
Barbershop
laugh,
Talk.
boy.
That's it. That's all I got to say about that. This is typical Barbershop Talk. We will run through this list again. We may do this every month.
That's why he ain't getting.
Oh, no, boss, we gotta run through every month now. Election coming. I believe election coming.
We can do
Before
this.
Christmas?
We can do this.
Before who?
For Christmas.
Before school open.
We can do a
School open in
conversation
2
like
months.
we can
School
do a
open in
conversation
September.
like this every month, and we can have at least 4 more conversations.
But I believe election have to be soon because Wayne Monroe just throw a wrench in the Prime Minister blindside door. Because Wayne say if the Prime Minister them don't renew the state of emergency, all the restrictions are null and void.
August will be election.
So that throw some spokes in the wheel. Because if we ain't telling the people you could go to the street do what you want,
August.
someone got to be in control. But I can tell you all.
And
now.
all the cabinet ministers already come out and say they're not extending it.
I can tell you now, my boy. And I say this, and I hope Mr. Davis, I hope one of your people give this to you to listen to. When you become, because I believe you can become Prime Minister. When you become Prime Minister, I want you to know these people will turn on you. If you become Prime Minister Thursday, by Friday evening, they can turn on you. Because when you have to now govern these people, you can understand the true nature of the beast of the behaving people. And all the things you think you was telling them in jest and you was joking, you will realize people was taking you dead serious. They think when the BLB is in, that you are going to release them back to the streets. And they could be able to go in nightclubs and things could be back to normal.
And when he gets in
And
before the 13th of August, he will extend.
For the 13th
Right.
August?
He will extend.
And when you go to extend that state of
They
emergency,
can say, "Well, what you
excuse
doing?"
me, and that is when you could be in major problems.
Better we can't quick.
No, I only don't know who could be
I
problems.
say, better we can't quick.
And that is why, with all due respect to Mr. Wayne Monroe, I can't see Mr. Wayne Monroe being a cabinet minister. And the reason why is because Mr. Monroe has said some things and what he believes about the limitations of governmental power. You then
So
suddenly
now you can't come in here.
you can't come in here and all of a sudden trying to enforce things you tell me that you didn't believe in.
They
Anyway,
think he could be the AG.
let's go, Maurice. Let's get up out of here.
You think he vouching for AG?
Is he qualified? Yeah. Can he do the job? More than likely. Would he be able to push the political narrative of his government when he has been so vocal on the extent of governmental powers? Mr. Monroe basically was telling us from Jump Street, he don't think the government, legally speaking,
Should have been doing what
should
he's
be
doing.
doing what they doing.
Yeah.
So if you come in as AG,
Then you need to release
you
us.
need to let me go.
You got to make sure Pierre don't do the same thing.
You can't sign the emergency order.
Maurice, let me go, please. Maurice, free me. I have a comment on that. Free me.
Ladies say, "Boss, you gotta keep quiet."
I said that. Listen, anyway, we didn't do the run round. We didn't do the run round again.
So this week, this is the first time we do. We do what? You got to do
We
21
get 4 or 5 more.
I don't think we can have another chance to do more.
We get 4 or 5 more of these, yeah? Yeah, man.
The
Easy.
only reason Mr. Minister ain't called election this week is because they call you guys.
4 or 5 more weeks. We get
4 or
plenty
5
time.
more weeks? All right. Y'all can see.
Yeah.
They get on boss one there.
But sorry, not 4 or 5, 4 or 5 more times to do this run. And we're doing this once a month.
That's
You're doing
4 or
this
5
every
weeks.
Wednesday. Once a month. Oh,
Once a month.
By the
get 4 or
time,
5 on that. That's
yeah, man.
by the time
Yeah, we get
the children in
January,
school,
February.
there can be a new minister of education to blame for what kid, for why them school ain't fixed.
I just said they have all kind of money for school.
You don't gotta worry. It ain't gonna be him. He have to worry about whoever the new minister of education is. He can get blamed for anything.
Oh man.
Good night, everybody. We go. Man, have a blessed one.
No matter the mind just come.